Hello, everybody, and welcome to Time Capsule here on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. It's the show where we travel back in time to your favorite years in gaming and showcase awesome speedruns of games released in the same year. I am your host, Smooth Operative. Thank you very much for joining us. Tonight, we are checking out two games released in the year 2004, Red Dead Revolver, and later, Sly 2, Band of Thieves. But of course, before we get into the games, let's cover a few announcements. First of all, AGDQ 2023 VODs are now up on the Games Done Quick YouTube channel. So you can find the playlist over at youtube.com/gamesdonequick and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let us know what you enjoyed watching the most from the marathon. Also, if you hadn't heard, Frost Fatale's 2023 prize submissions are open, so if you do have a prize in mind and would like to submit, head on over to gamesdonequick.com for more information, or use the command !prizes in the Twitch chat. And of course, if you'd like to follow all things GDQ, use the command !links in our Twitch chat for access to everything. Now then, please allow me to introduce our runner for tonight's speedrun of Red Dead Revolver, and that is Speed Snake. Hi, Speed.
Hello. So yeah, we're going to be doing Red Dead Revolver cheat percent tonight. I'm playing on the PlayStation 4 version of the game, which is just essentially a port of the PS2 game. And we're going to just be playing cheat percent. Cheat percent is basically a run where we're incorporating the in-game cheats. So in this whole run, I will have infinite Deadeye on. I cannot get hit, and there's one more spec. I forgot. It's like, I know there's three. Golden Gun, yeah. There's like three cheats I'm going to be using, and it's going to kind of incorporate how I play the game. I'm mostly going to be more focusing on aiming, movement. That's all I really want to focus on this run and see how fast I can do it. Without further ado, though, I'll hand over to Spec.
What's up? So yeah, this is just a nice route to the game. I don't know. It's just pretty much all tech, all shooting. It's gonna be pretty optimized, I think. He's got a lot of the tricks down at this point.
Right on, rootin' tootin' Red Dead Revolver. Let's go.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's go.
And he is also the resident of the Red Dead Revolver world as far as tech, skips, all of that. And he's also world record holder for all major categories on speedruns.com. So he's the man to have to
Right on,
echo
right on.
what I'm doing. So
Well, thank you both for being here.
Of course, yeah. I'm excited.
So, Spec, we could start it on new, or we could start it in game. It just depends on how finicky this person with the clock is. We could start it now, though, if you want. It's not going to be like a full incorporator run, because we're supposed to start when we control red, but what do you think?
Yeah, the first frame is when we normally start the timer, that you take control, and then the last frame is when you kill the governor.
Yeah, you can feel free to give a countdown wherever you feel comfortable.
Okay.
As soon as you skip this first cutscene, that's a good time to start timer.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna hit.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We're gonna be playing on normal. There's not really much of a difference playing on hard. I don't know. I've never done it before. All right. Here's Young Red doing his. I don't know what
his thing.
He's being a cowboy.
He's just a kid, man.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, after I'm going to do this fast skip, and we're going to go right now.
Good luck.
All right. Spec, explain what I'm going to try to do here.
So he's going to try to do a very precise jump on this fence and jump over the other fence, which had a little higher of a invisible wall. There you go. He's done it. And then there's an invisible wall here. He's going to melee through it, and that takes him straight to this tutorial. He skips that tutorial and skips this cutscene, and now he can get into killing all the enemies. Do a little bit of backpedaling, because that's the fastest way to move in this game.
Oh, this guy's moving a lot, though.
Yeah, that tends to happen if you don't stay close to the wall to the right.
That's too much gun, friend. It's now or never.
Get up there and help Nate. He's in trouble.
Gotta help our dad. Our dad.
Paw.
Where's the, oh, there's a guy right there.
No, Paul.
Oh, come on. I had the most unluckiest time to get hit.
Yeah, in this level, since Red's a kid, you know, bullets actually hurt him quite a bit. He'll actually get stunned, unlike adult red. So if you get shot as kid red, you know, it loses you some time. And there we go, first level done. Pretty quick
Our
one.
poor dad gets killed. That's
Man,
Let's see how fast we technically did that. That was
richest kid in the West. Look at that, 300K.
And here is our main character of the game, Red, adult Red. He's doing some tricks.
He's improved quite a bit since a kid, huh?
Yep.
You still got that old pistol, though.
Still does have the old pistol.
And then here's where you'd buy the most important.
Buy the life.
Yeah, he doesn't need to because he's already got it. But normally in a new game run, or any percent, I should say, you would actually buy that knife because it's very important and broken. More on that later, though.
Get these guys right here. Hopefully we'll get in one hit. Or one clip, rather. And
Yes,
we do.
sir. 5 for 5. Got the special going.
And here's our Deadeye, which we're going to be using a little bit here and there. It's mostly going to be our reload.
Pretty much,
feature.
yeah. You want to avoid
But
using it as much as possible. It slows down time.
Right here, we're just going to kill these bosses pretty freaking fast. They just die like that.
Yeah. Good old cheat percent.
yeah.
One shot, one kill is not one shot, though. Not on bosses. It's usually 3. But if you have a shotgun out, then it's 1 shot. 37 seconds, not too bad. Pretty good pace.
All right, and here's the level that I have good days on, and I could have really bad days.
And he's got a scorpion already. The best weapon in the game.
Yeah, we're already at the end. We already got the end of the game gun, guys.
Yeah, we're almost done with the game, guys. Let's go.
And these cinematics, some are short, some are long, and it kills the run.
But in Xbox version, they're actually shortened quite a bit. And on Xbox, you get 60 frames as opposed to, what is it? 30 frames on this? On the PS version? I'm surprised Chicken didn't run away. He usually runs away because he's a chicken.
Yeah, I know. Alright, kill these guys in a specific order.
Yep, you just kill that middle guy first to avoid a cutscene. Saves you a nice 3 seconds. Now he's going to kill a hedgehog here. He's going to spawn right in front of him. Nice.
Alright.
Just turns around, kill these 3 guys. One more Deadeye, yep. Nice. Now we got a duel.
Reload these shotgun.
Spam triangle, skip that duel. There we go.
That was kind of slow.
No worries. Yeah, you
Still getting used to that method of kind of going on fast on the duels.
I like to place the marker and then activate, and then place the second marker immediately. But you want to avoid shooting him in the leg. You want to shoot him in the gut.
Yeah.
Or the arm. Like, the arm will make it a 3-shot kill as well.
All right. Well, that was pretty quick.
Dead man.
If you don't get him pretty fast, he goes inside and makes this run dead. He'll go and hide and stuff.
Makes the run red dead.
Oh, I thought I killed the sheriff. I was not even kidding. It was pretty close. Oh, okay.
Little heart
you can kill
attack.
the sheriff right there too.
Yeah, and that results in usually a restart, but you know.
Now,
We ain't
someone
got
was
time for that.
asking in the chat, do you have an SSD on your console for shorter load times on the PS4, or you just
I don't personally.
Okay.
I should. I mean,
should? Okay.
yeah.
I don't, but I use PS5, and I think that has an internal SSD, so...
There you go.
I don't think it really affects the load times at all.
All right, another duel coming up here. This guy is kind of... He's easy. What am I saying?
I mean, look at him shaking. He's scared of red. I like to shoot him in the leg and make him kneel down, and then shoot him in the back of the head. That way you don't have to travel as
Alright.
far up with your aim.
2 for 2 on these duels. Now this level is it's pretty bad. I mean, it's not a bad level. I'm just not optimized yet to hit it as good as Spec here, but it's you could see why.
Back
basically
pedal
on this moving train.
strats are hard to get down, but once you get it, man, it looks so clean. Jump off the train. Little back pedal.
Oh, come on, dude.
All good, all good. I will say it helps to look at Red and how he's positioned to know whether you're gonna side flip or back flip. It takes some time to get used to.
I wonder how loud this scream will be.
Oh god. There's 2 screams actually.
Oh, I don't even hear it.
Is it on the right channel?
Yeah, I think it's on. Yeah.
Oh,
it's on one of the other channels.
That's great.
All right. Okay.
You can just show everybody Red's face of steel. Do that little crouch strat.
Yeah, I could do that, but then I somehow screw it up, and then we were like, the level's destroyed.
What about the launch glitch here? You could do that.
It's a whoop.
I can't
All
even
right.
do that, to be fair. Let's get real.
Okay.
I've done it once.
So basically, you have to walk up the train, kind of avoid these obstacles. We are gonna jump here for safe measure because I don't think I was gonna make it there. Kill Haas.
Yeah,
we are.
Pretty easy. And now we get a P break.
Yes, the infamous P break, if I can actually do it, because I didn't do it last run.
Oh, no.
So this was explain it. I'll try to do as best as I can with it.
So pretty much you're gonna hide on the wall, like you're gonna go prone on it, or whatever you want to call it. Like you're taking cover on this wall, and then you can like push the engineer up to the left side, and then once you melee him, he'll pop up, and then you can push him up against the train car, and then once you've done that, like all the enemies will just run up, and they don't know what to do. They pretty much just stand there and stare at you.
Oh,
So,
come on.
Push them a little
have
bit more.
to-
Yeah, take cover, just keep pushing, and then
There we
you
go.
go, perfect.
All right.
Now push him all the way up.
I have to be careful here. You don't want to fall off this train.
I think you will actually auto grab that ledge.
Okay, good.
In
All right.
fact, you could show him off a little no clip glitch right now. So take your knife out,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna swing your knife when you're off on the edge of that. So like swing your knife and make yourself fall off the edge on the right side.
So, okay.
Look right.
All right.
Yeah, look like right off, pretty much to the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now when you swing, you'll fall off. So go for it. You'll auto catch. Now look up, like lean up with your right analog stick, and now walk around while you're holding your right analog stick up.
Oh, did I do that right?
You did. Now do it again,
Okay.
though. So just do
Alright.
what you just did, and then hold your right analog stick up and move around.
Hold your right.
No. Yep. No.
Okay, we're just gonna.
No worries. You'll.
We tried to do something live, and
Trying to learn on the fly is not easy, so.
You still got a minute 30. You can try it again. I guarantee you will not fall off. You'll always auto catch that. And if you do,
Alright.
I'll eat my words. I'm sorry if that happens. All right, lean up with your right analog stick, and while you're holding that, the right analog stick.
oh,
Man doesn't know his lefts and rights.
I'm nervous, dude. Trying to do all this stuff.
No worries,
You
no
gotta
worries.
cut him some slack.
Yeah, you're right. He's the one running. Oh, don't look back. You're making me
Okay.
nervous now. Okay, you know
But
what?
we're just gonna sit. We're gonna sit.
Yeah,
We're gonna
relax for a minute.
for a minute.
yeah.
But this was the infamous. You go and take a pee break because this is the time you could do it. You get 2 minutes. If you don't want to go and explore, go take your pee break because
Yeah, look up at the guys.
they are
They're
not
just
going to do
staring.
anything. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
As you can see, they're like, we don't know what to do. We have 2 guns, and we're like,
How do I use these again?
So I guess they're
yeah.
like glitched out in a way, I'm guessing.
Well, what it is they're actually programmed to run a certain distance away from the engineer. So normally that's the correct distance where the engineer would normally be at. And so they would actually just stand there and shoot at him. But since he's closer than where he should be, they just stop there and they don't know how to get any closer.
not the correct distance away. They don't understand.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
They just stop.
They can't.
There's 2 no-clips glitches on this, actually. One of them is broken, and I wouldn't do it in a run. But yeah, that's that level.
And it was one of the longer levels.
I think the world record...
For 2 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. It's one of the boring ones, but it's all good. We got a P-break strat out of it. Thanks to good old Urameshi21. Little shout out there. She discovered that, and actually she discovered the Bear Mountain skip, which is pretty sweet. That's probably one of the biggest skips that has been found.
We'll get to that later.
Quite a bit
Bear
later.
Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what, 40 minutes to run?
I think so, yeah.
It's like
Ish.
30. And these transitional brimstone levels, we just go to the sheriff's office and just talk to the sheriff and get our first bounty hunting job.
Now, I don't... Yeah, so first up, we got Pick Josh here. And we get to meet one of the best characters, Jack Swift.
Good old Jack.
And, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Oh, wait, yeah, no, about the brimstone visits, but I'll explain it when you're back there again.
The thing about this level I hate is I have real bad time getting it consistent. So you just see me kind of just going around shooting people and
have a
hoping that
very consistent route for this. Except for the second half.
Also, the clowns are small. You can't really shoot them.
Yeah, they like
Takes
to
precise
dodge and weave.
aiming. That should be it, right? Yeah, okay. So that was phase 1. Now we get to do a bunch of killing right here.
Yeah, and this one's very RNG.
We're not using a minigun. I know everyone always uses a minigun. Not minigun run.
Resist the urge. Your inner child wants you to use it, but don't do it.
Okay. Remember to use Deadeye here because I have to reload and I lift it.
Count your bullets.
Fine. I didn't need to do it there.
All good, all good.
2 left.
And here's one of those times I use the music cue. Once the music changes, I always go straight to where Pick Josh spawns, and I'll
yeah. Hopefully, I'll get that cue. Yep, I got it.
Yep. Now get behind him.
Like,
because your gun will be
remember
facing.
how hard Pick Josh was? Pick Josh was a pain.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. We're just gonna shoot him like that. And probably one of my most favorite levels is coming up. The only level you get to control as Mr. Jack Swift.
They should have had more levels with him.
I know. With all the characters, I felt like they got chipped. They just got one. I get it. They needed to end the game at some point, but come on.
I mean, they did only do that for each character. Like Annie, there's only one level. Buffalo Soldier, technically one. I mean, it's Stagecoach and Hell Pass, but a lot of people consider
Shadow
it
Wolf
one. Yeah.
All right. So we have Deadeye, and then you get this thing.
The most amazing ability. I love that ability so much. But get lucky with the bullet order here.
No. I got it all in one frame though once.
I did too. It was crazy.
I was like, what?
I didn't expect it either. I was like, what is this?
You don't have to kill Atlas, but I do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get him. What?
Shoot him dead. I always aim for his head.
Okay.
There you go. And I definitely suggest getting on the well.
Oh well. Once I get him.
Yep.
I gotta get up there now though.
I'll stand right above Katie. There we go.
Alright. He normally goes in a phase where he heals himself, but we're here to stop that.
Pretty much, yeah. He's gonna have his last drink right now. Rest in peace.
He didn't even get a sip. He got like maybe a small sip. But that's freak show.
Rip the whole circus, honestly. Now what are people gonna do for fun?
I don't know, man.
Bar fights.
What was I gonna say? Something to do with that level, but I forgot. I thought it had to do with. They'll come to me like midway through the run. Be like, oh, remember that thing from Freak Show that I didn't mention? It's like, oh, now I remember it.
All right, so we're on Brimstone. When you run up to this door, you can just hold square and it'll get it on the first possible frame. Actually,
Yes.
I don't know if you knew
Forgot
that.
to mention that before. So you just hold square. Normally you have to press, but it'll just game doesn't know. And now we get our second job. Bad Bessie. And probably one of the interesting levels.
One of the most interesting levels for sure. There's 2 routes, and one of them is not very liable in a full run, just because it's so finicky and risky. But it basically is a glitch where you can fall upwards by throwing a piece of dynamite and falling off the edge and auto-grabbing it at the exact same time, and it causes Red to fall upwards. Now you'll see he's shooting his gun here so he can reload right now, and he will avoid a climbing animation. Oh, well, he still avoided it. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I hope I avoid this. Now I'm gonna go around this rock because I've always clinged onto the thing and it like tried to climb, and I'm like, no, we don't want to climb.
Now normally when I'm running this, if I'm doing it this route, I always do a back pedal all the way up until right here.
Now Spec may not do it, but I'm gonna do it so I don't get screwed. Killing the guys with the rocks, because I have not done that before, and I've gotten paid.
Funnily enough, you can actually use that guy that throws the boulder. Now fall up the left here.
We're gonna do a fall death warp.
Yes,
and
sir.
Now we're here, and now we missed the bridge because
don't worry,
things can't go right ever. Oh, that worked.
Well, it did go right. At least you didn't not get the wrong warp.
Oh, that was risky. That was risky.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Luckily, if you do fail the duel, the checkpoint's right there. So it's not like you have to
Yeah, that's true.
All we're losing is like 10, 15 seconds.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to backpedal this, but this is weird because I've always ran into the guys.
There's like 6 pedals. 1, 2,
well,
2, 3, 4. I would say 5. Do 5. Yep. Now jump on this rock to your right. You could have avoided a climbing animation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that rock that's to your right, you can jump from that straight to that platform without climbing. Now you can reload here and avoid another. If you go to the right, it's quicker on that rock in the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm
You're learning all the strats today.
This is first day speed. Okay, normally you'd be fine there. I just forgot to do that.
Yeah, you gotta jump a little bit earlier to avoid that.
All right, kill this guy because we don't want to deal with you. Where's Bessie at? Normally
to the right. To the right.
All right.
Switch your shotgun. Switch your shotgun. It's quicker.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
She's hiding behind the rock because you shot her once. Yeah, she's gonna play Ring Around the Rosie because he did enough damage that she is scared. But you can actually use this boulder guy if you hide correctly behind the rock to hit her out of the cover.
You just need to find Bessie once.
She's behind that rock to your left, in the front.
Oh.
Right there, right there.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. You have to, for a lot of these bosses, you want to have the shotgun out.
For sure. It's always a one-shot kill.
Yeah. Otherwise, with Bad Bessie, on any percent, Bad Bessie's pretty annoying. Because you have to stun her, technically, right?
Kinda. I mean, I actually got... on New Game Plus, I got a weird thing, right? I shot her in the side of the head, and I got a one-shot kill with the Scorpion. I don't know how, but it was a critical shot, and it killed her one shot. And that's the world record currently. So, I mean, I'll take it. The world record on that level is on cheap percent, a 114, on New Game Plus, 116. But that's using the extremely risky strat.
So we're doing...
Mr.
Black. Mr. Black. An iconic character, for sure. Another iconic. A lot of these characters in this game are pretty iconic. You played a lot of the multiplayer, which, man, the multiplayer memories there, man. Playing this growing up with my brothers, playing the multiplayer is always
Pick Josh is probably the most iconic.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Remember when and it was kind of cool that they paid homage to in Red Dead Redemption, the first game, the DLC.
Online, yeah.
The online, they had the characters come in and they were all like remastered. That was really cool.
It was cool, but I hated Redlines, man. It did not match his character. Or Jack, man. Like, they butchered it. I was so upset. But it was cool still. Do a little bit
so here, I normally could do well at this IL, but I've been, as you can see, I've been not doing too.
You only have to kill these 6 guys, and then you can actually go straight to that last building now. And they'll all funnel in, yeah. Just gun it.
I normally forget one of those guys. I think I get all the way back here.
Yeah, you already spawned them in, though. If you just go into that building...
Wait, that guy just ran through the...
Yeah, their pathing is a little weird on this level. Show them the tech where you can go into that building, though.
What building?
Yeah, right there. Do you not know about that? To your right?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't.
So if you go in there, they all funnel in and they can't shoot you.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that's usually the strat. You just go in there and you shotgun them all.
All right, another duel, and this one features 3. I'm gonna take it pretty safe here because...
The skinny guy was on the right, by the way. Look where he's at now. Why did they switch spots?
Because, oh god.
Come on. You got it, yep.
Can't do that one fast. When you're dealing with multiple, it changes the game a little bit.
I personally like to place the first 2 markers. So on the guy on the right, I like to place it on his leg and then go straight to the guy in the middle and place it on his head. Then I activate, and then I'll shoot the last guy in the head. But that's like trying to squeeze out an extra couple frames here and there, you know?
Yeah. All right, here's one of the fastest. It's the fastest, right?
Yeah. It's a second.
It's a second.
I'm not playing because I am nervous, Squanto.
There we go.
Nice. So dumb.
I've had a lot of misses.
Sometimes I wish we could watch that. Sometimes I wish that cutscene was unskippable just because I like it. 2 seconds, nice.
All right. So that is it for our bounty hunter missions, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Black was the last one.
And now we got
So we're gonna
Annie's
go
level.
back and visit. We're gonna go back and visit the sheriff, who I think gives us our money now. I don't know. I haven't played the story in so long.
Yeah, you go talk to the sheriff. He's like, "You're one hell of a bounty hunter, mister. You'd make me one fine deputy." And then you go to the bank because it's opened up again, and then you can do the Annie level.
Yeah, the Annie level, which I've gotten better at, but it used to be one of the hurdles for me.
Yeah, it's funny because actually, if you're not playing cheap percent, you can kill the first 2 guys way faster than you can.
Yeah, I
cheap
remember
percent.
like the damage distribution
It's weird. If they have a health bar, you can one-shot them if you're not using one-shot, one kill. But if you're using one-shot, one kill, it's going to be more than one shot. It's very weird.
Here's Annie doing her... I like Annie's rifle. Faith is a nice weapon. Faith and lightning rifle, I think, are my favorite rifles.
Yeah, the lightning rifle actually shoots a little bit faster than the faith rifle, so it can be useful to switch to it.
Oh,
nice. You got the one shot. That would have been a kill if it was not on cheap percent, because you got the headshot.
All right.
All right, now Gilbert's gonna run away. He ran out the right, which is weird.
Yeah, he normally runs out there.
All right, now we free the cows.
All right. Also, another thing, I've gotten ran over by these cows before.
Yeah, there's a safe spot to stand in, which is where you're standing now.
Really?
Yeah. So I usually shoot all the levers from there. Let's start from the one from the back. Do not shoot the one closer to you first. Then you don't have to run over there, because that door will block your aim. Use your, let's say, use your ability.
All right, that should be all of them, right? Oh, now I have to kill all the guys.
Yep.
Oh,
So
come on. It's in that zoom mode.
there's a guy above and across above too. Sometimes they can both spawn on the same side, which is weird.
Why don't you die? Okay.
You're shooting.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can get them all in one go.
Yep.
Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Oh, they're too spread out.
Yeah, you kind of have to set
Okay.
yourself up initially to get that lucky shot. Honestly,
Okay.
I can't even 100% get that. Like, it feels RNG, to be honest with you. Faith rifle ability is just not the most consistent. Sometimes you'll use it and you don't hit anybody. So yeah, now we got 3 waves of enemies here. I actually have a video in my Tech Discoveries playlist where it shows exactly where they spawn. So I usually pre-fire exactly where they spawn. And I know the timing as well.
Alright, there we are.
Now we got
There should
2
be one
more
more.
enemies. Either 1 or 2 more enemies, depending how fast you kill the first guy. So, 3 of them because you took a while. I never seen 3. Well, I've seen it a long time ago. It's been a while.
I think
since
on my
I've seen
run
3.
the other day, I had a short.
3rd wave, yeah. Don't stand there. You're gonna get ran over.
Oh, no! Really?
I think so. Oh, he barely missed you. I stand
Stood
right
there.
Yeah, I stand right where that sign is, right where you're standing now.
Oh, he's gonna go the other side.
He'll meet you over on the other side, though. Don't worry.
Alright, there we are.
And you can also do a little bit of a trick to shoot faster with the Faith Rifle ability. If you shoot with R1 and then immediately shoot with your Deadeye, you'll do like a double shot. But it can be weird and finicky because sometimes the second shot will just go somewhere else. So it can be worth it sometimes, but not always.
Alright, here we
risky.
go. This is gonna be interesting.
This is
Our
one of the
first-
coolest finds right here. So
If I could do it properly.
I will explain it. So normally this level is divided up into 2 parts, and when you load into the second section, it will deload this first section and load in the second one, and it will put you right where these pistols are floating. But we're gonna grab those pistols ahead of time and use it in the first section as well. So he's gonna do the knife glitch, get through this.
Oh.
It's all good, all good. It helps to
Oh, come on.
look to the right a little bit and then hold back.
Look, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then hold back. Well,
Oh, what the?
What are you doing?
Did you see what
What was that jump?
Oh.
You're looking too far, right?
Okay. Well, we got it in.
Yeah, yep. Okay, so
I
now
knew with something.
he's gonna slingshot himself out into the abyss and then go back.
Oh, I got it.
Nice.
I got it.
Yeah, so those pistols are just floating out into the abyss, and you can just grab those early. Don't kill the girls.
I know.
You hurt
You could
Tammy.
shoot them still somehow. Oh, what? What was that?
He knocked your ass out. Oh man. But yeah, you can rack up a really big combo here in this area, and you can take that. Oh, you just killed Rachel. Dude, be careful.
well, All right, I'm just gonna take it slow.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah,
We're
so
supposed to
once-
be speedrunning. So.
Once they lose their hat, that means they're dead permanently. But otherwise than that, they're actually alive and they'll get back up after a little bit of time. But what I like to do personally is I'll stay on the bottom floor and I'll just farm the guys on the ground until their hats pop off and that use up all their respawns.
Is that all of them?
No, there's a guy
No.
upstairs.
Oh god.
You see him? He's here, like on the right side. No, up, left, in that corner,
there.
corner. There you go. There might be one in the bathroom too.
Oh come on. Oh wait, what?
Yeah. So that's a thing that can happen. If you kill
All right.
if you kill everyone and they're all dead at the same time, they can get back up still and it'll still count you. So you can actually finish that early too. All right, we're doing the safe strat here.
All right. The game could crash right here. I'm giving you a fair warning.
Nah, I believe in you. I believe in you
Fingers
not
crossed.
to kill these guys too fast. Yeah, so if you kill these guys pretty much immediately, like it just crashes.
Okay,
your
it
game.
definitely won't crash now.
Definitely won't. And there's also a weird bug where these girls that spawn in, they start shooting at you, right? Sometimes you can just die. As soon as they spawn
Where
in.
you at?
Right there he is.
I was like,
Nice.
where are you at? Come on. But that's the usefulness of the knife glitch in that level.
Yep.
You get guns early.
Very cool.
We're gonna be using
Red
that
Dead Rachel.
later too.
Yeah, honestly, doing that level normally, you have to use the bottle and like either throw in the bottles or you can knife
It would
them.
be like a 4 or 5 minute level if you do.
I think it would take me about 3 minutes, 15 seconds was like my fastest doing it the normal way. So before
But like
I
a
found
casual, like I feel like casually playing this, like as a kid, probably got stuck there. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure. This level
Alright.
is usually
This
where a lot of people
sucks.
stop playing this level or playing the game because they just hate how hard it is. Apparently, I don't know. I've seen it from a lot of people where they just stop playing at this point.
Yeah.
It's
Even-
just precise aiming, really. That's all.
Even with cheats on, this is no gimme. This is you could still fail on this level.
Pretty much,
Just
yeah.
It's one of those levels. Well, come on.
I
Not
usually will like manipulate the spawns here and look certain ways to get them to spawn behind me. Because wherever you're not looking, that's where they try to spawn.
All right.
That's not too bad. Man, those guys are ugly. Alright, so yep, that's the place to stand. A little shot. You
I don't
can
know
zoom
why
in if you feel a little bit better about it.
Oh yeah, that's the place to stand.
It was. You just have to back up a little bit.
No, that's fine. I know where I was going with that.
Oh,
so right here,
man.
we gotta do some cannon shooting. It's kind of like annoying.
It is.
Sometimes they won't hit.
A lot of it
And
is
sometimes you'll get hit by the cannon.
yeah, and a lot of it is because of there's actually enemies running around up there, and so they'll pull your bullets away from the cannons. Like you'll see just people running up there, and I like to shoot random bullets to kind of just get rid of them.
That didn't go. Oh, normally could do that fast.
I see a comment that says that level made me quit for good.
I'm over here.
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
it's not a great level, but
It's not the best.
I
On New Game
wish there was a way to
Plus,
break
this
it.
would end runs for me,
Yeah,
or even
it
any
can.
percent. Like,
Oh, any percent sucks, man. But
all right, there's 2 left. Okay, there's that one that I didn't shot like 20 minutes ago.
let's see that guy just spawn in to the. He's just like,
All right,
I
come on,
exist now. All right, yeah, take these guys out. I won't even care about that last cannon, to be honest with you, because you're gonna be on the ground floor.
Yeah, well, don't we want to have shots to protect the other guys?
It's that middle one, so it's not really that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's not.
I
That
just
important.
I did one last shot for good measure. Probably didn't
Yeah.
do anything. That's fine.
They can be finicky. Like sometimes you just shoot it repeatedly with flares, and it just never gets hit. I do think it depends on where you're standing and when you shoot it and stuff.
What do you use
Last guy
here?
right there,
Because
yep.
you have utilization of Diego's rifle and a revolver. I don't know. Diego's
I like
rifle's
to use
really
his rifle.
clunky for me. For me, it's clunky.
You have to just lead your shots a little bit more.
I guess.
The aim assist
Okay.
works in a regard of if you are off target and you just move your analog stick towards the target and shoot, even if you're not on target, it'll hit. The bullets
So
always
we
curve.
have part of this level is why a lot of people either they didn't die,
You're shooting your teammate.
then their teammates would have died.
Yeah,
And I
pretty
just shot
much.
one of them, which I don't think did damage.
It doesn't, thankfully.
See, I just did it again.
Yeah.
But this is probably
What did they
where
do?
a lot of New Game Plus and any percents end right here, because normally the guys die. If you're good enough to keep yourself protected, your guys will die.
Yeah, I just like
That's-
to spawn kill the guys here. Like, I just try to look certain ways. I usually am standing right about here, looking in the left direction. And
Okay, I
they're
need to know
off
where
to your
they're
left.
at. I
They're
know-
off to your left right now. Yep.
Okay. Oh,
He's shooting one of them. You better get him. Nice. Another guy right there. To your left as well.
where?
Right there.
Oh, there you go. There's 2 of them.
I don't even know that.
There's
Hello there.
2 of them? All right. Okay. Come on. We're going to get one of these guys killed probably, unfortunately, because I'm not doing a good job at it.
Getting one of them killed isn't a huge deal. It loses you like, what, 5 seconds maybe at most. I
We
feel
should be
like.
getting close anyway.
Yeah, it'll be done pretty soon. You'll get that cutscene. And I feel like it does matter how many people
There
you
we
kill.
go.
Yeah, perfect.
There we go. So
I'm starting. I think I'm gonna explore a little bit of tech here on that level and see if the guys that are on that hill count towards the kill count.
yeah, there's guys sitting on the hill near the cannons that
They just run around and they're kind of useless.
I wonder if the game can generate a kill count and we could just like, hey, we did it.
Part of me thinks it won't though, because on Fort Diego, there's a lot of enemies that can spawn in, and only certain ones count towards the kill count. If you do my one strat, that is.
All right, we're gonna do Sunset Canyon, which
Pretty short level.
isn't that long of a level.
20 seconds long, right?
I'm not gonna backpedal because I forget to do that sometimes, but
Oh,
I'll
good.
try.
Here I am getting a handful of
Well, no, we're not gonna do it because
I look for the sunlight usually,
disappear.
and then I'll try to aim for
Okay.
that opening. Now we just aim for
You don't belong here.
this stagecoach guy. You try to shoot this guy specifically to get the 3-shot
oh,
kill.
we're not. Well, we didn't get it.
Use your shotgun then. If you hit the stagecoach, you should destroy it. Go reload.
There we go.
Works. Optimally,
All right.
I think that can be like a 18-second level.
And I've done it faster. It's just you know,
yeah.
sometimes you just miss.
It can be hard to aim for that guy. He's pretty far off in the distance. A interesting fact
And I
about that
still
level.
haven't gotten the excellent on this level. It shows how much I care about. What do you get? Like more Deadeye or something?
Interesting fact
think-
about Sunset Canyon is that stagecoach is actually out of bounds behind where red spawns, and if you go out of bounds and shoot it early, it will crash your game. Not on the PS5 though, only on the PS4.
All right.
Now we got one of the coolest levels with the biggest skip. He's gonna go over to
And-
the back and do a knife glitch to get out of bounds.
Oh,
It's kind of finicky. Sometimes you can fall to the map, so that happens. All good.
oh, there we go.
There
we
you
got
go.
it.
Jump.
So
Now he's gonna try
I'm
to-
gonna try to do it the regular way, but we might fall. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen.
Close. All right.
so-
Well, backup strat. Don't
Yeah.
jump in that because that can suck you through.
Oh,
Don't jump
This-
in that.
this? That you're telling me
Yes.
not to jump through?
Yes.
All right.
Now look back and jump forward.
All right. We're almost there. I need to see that'll work.
There you go. Now jump.
Oh.
And push forward on the stick. Remember.
Yeah.
Once you're good.
It's hard to do when you're under. Oh, come on. There we
you
go.
Perfect. All right.
Now
so
don't fall through here.
Yeah, if you go too far left, you can fall to the map. That's not solid to your right. And yeah, this takes you straight to the end of the level. You don't have to deal with any enemies. Funny thing is if you have any enemies spawned in on that level, it will not let you finish that level. So by not spawning them in the first place, you don't have to deal with that. My
missed
old
it on
strat.
Grizzly here.
Oh, good.
Oh, come on.
My old strat.
Normally
for
you
that
can get
level,
Grizzly in like 2 or 3 hits. Now we're gonna get him like 4 or 5 hits.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
it
old
is a
strat
glitch.
for Bear Mountain was I would actually turn around, backpedal, and jump over the spawns of the enemies. That would prevent them from spawning. And then you would jump over this log, which would also prevent another spawn of enemies. And I would knife glitch through a wall, and I would hit a launch glitch and get straight to the end of the level. It was kind of
I got it.
insane.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Luckily, we thanks to Meshi, we got that one too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I was kind of sad when she found it, but you know, it's all good. Now we got one of the coolest levels, man. I love this level. This level is so much fun to run. We got the mine. So immediately
I'm
you're
not
gonna
gonna
turn
do the-
around. Oh, you're not?
Oh yeah, I'll try.
Okay. So yeah, you're
We're
gonna.
in knife glitch here.
Yep. And there's also a launch glitch here. He probably won't hit it. Oh. Okay, so he fell
Don't
off.
do that at home, kids.
Do the short version, remember? The short version of the glitch.
Oh yeah.
Makes it so you don't launch too far.
I didn't. And I went out of it.
Oh, good.
It basically just skips this little part right here.
Yeah, this is like
In a
what,
run, this would matter.
10 seconds right here.
Yes.
But normally, if you hit that launch glitch, it sends you straight to where you need to go to get this key, which will.
Why did I try killing him? That was.
This guy has dynamite, by the way, and you can use it to blow the skeleton guy who sells you snake oil up, and it turns out that guy is actually red, but he's invisible. So red is basically buying snake oil from an invisible red.
Yep.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Oh, why? Why?
Just wake him up. I always just wake him up, because if you kill him before he wakes up, you'll hit a cutscene here.
I didn't though.
Well, he was woken up before you killed him.
Oh, okay.
So now we're gonna skip saving Katie here, and we're just gonna grab the key from herself.
She's just here. She's just here now. I don't know how that. I guess Diego's people could have brought him here, but he was in Willow's Patch last time we saw her, right?
Yeah, she's always getting into trouble.
Damsel in
Go the other way,
distress.
other way.
Oh, other way? Yeah.
Stop getting hit.
I don't know what to do, man. Okay.
That guy got so many hits on you. I usually backpedal through all of this.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I normally go the longer way, too.
You do. Every time I see it, it irks me. I'm not going to lie. All right.
I know. I'm not going to get this. I don't think.
I think you did. No.
Nope.
All good.
Luckily, it just picks up. Yeah, luckily it just picks up where.
If you're in a 3-man duel, it always just doesn't kill you and lets you get back up. Capcom started development on this game, but then Rockstar picked it up. But at the time, they weren't Rockstar either. They were Angel Studios.
All right. Another fast level here, if set up correct.
Yep.
Because you could get screwed up on this level pretty fast.
Yeah, what is it, Ted or Tony? One of them runs off. I think it's Ted. Yeah.
Okay, well that didn't really help us.
Sometimes you can try to run down instead and help. Uh-oh. Okay, you got lucky with that shot.
I know. I was like, that's about a 9-second, 10-second level right there. I did it probably in about 12. Because weird Ted likes to rock around. Yeah.
A lot of them are pretty optimized, though, to be fair. And now we got one of the most annoying levels for our speedrun. And if anybody can find a way to skip this level, I will pay you $50 at least. And
I will match that because this level sucks. This level really sucks.
It's just a side-scroller level, man. Or auto-scroller, I mean. It's just stupid. It's shooting gallery. It's not... I mean, it was fun at first, but after the millionth time, you kind of get sick of it. You can hold X here to skip the cutscene, by the way.
Yeah.
They always spawn in the same order.
Yeah, and in cheap percent, you could just shoot him standardly, but I like to just use spam to lightning.
You see that guy spawning from me?
I cannot hear his quotes.
Yeah, no, okay, so they're gonna spawn left again? Back left.
Left. Oh, back
left.
Wait, where?
No.
I don't think they spawned in. I already killed them.
You weren't looking, that's why I was like, they're to your left now.
Well, then they just go away.
No,
there they are. Also, you have to protect the stagecoach in the normal. Back right.
Yep. And then they should spawn from both sides, this next one.
On the back?
Yep, in the back.
But there's only 4 enemies each side, so if you get them, it's kind of just like, all right.
Every wave is 4 enemies, and your goal here is just to kill those enemies as fast as possible. But, I mean, it doesn't even matter how fast you kill them until the end. Those last enemies are the only ones that really matter. Because you're just being taken through a bunch of checkpoints throughout the level. No. Only if you were on Bounty 100%.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you were mentioning any percent earlier. I was kind of wondering, like, what is would you say is like the main difference between something like a cheap percent and an any percent run that makes any percent just a bit harder?
You're starting from a fresh file, basically. So you're not getting your scorpion, you're not getting cheats, you're getting a lot less health. And it's just annoying to use a revolver versus a scorpion. For me, at least, because I'm so used to the scorpion's bullet travel. Because the bullets go way faster. I'm used to aiming with that. But, like, a lot of it's just, you know, starting from fresh and being a little bit more careful about taking damage.
So something like this run could be considered like
No,
an NG
there
plus
is a
run.
New Game Plus run.
Not exact. Oh, there is a New Game Plus.
This
Okay,
is New Game
so it's a little bit different
plus
then.
cheats, basically. That's how I'd put it. Yeah, plus.
Plus.
Well, I guess, like I said in
Thanks
the beginning, this run is
clarifying.
more aimed around aiming and passing.
Yep.
Like, you're not worrying about health. You are worrying about a couple dynamics of like your people. If you have people and you're fighting with, they have to stay alive, obviously. But like your main character doesn't die, so
Yep.
that's a good thing.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, then let me ask you this: why did you start speedrunning Revolver? Like when and why, and how difficult was it to get into
I've always
a
loved
run
this
like
game.
this?
And then when it came over to PS4, I started playing it and just went through the game kind of relatively fast. I'm like, all right, that wasn't too bad. And then obviously when I got cheats and stuff, I'm like, all right, this is interesting. So
Yeah,
I
it
wonder. I
makes it
went on to speedruns.com and there's people running. I'm like, wow, there's a cheat percent too. What the? So.
For
And then,
me, I would say it was just a childhood classic. So one day I randomly looked up a speedrun for it, and because I was expecting, you know, some crazy game-breaking stuff, and I was kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, and so I kind of took it upon myself because I knew a lot of tech about this game, like stuff that just people didn't know about, like the knife glitch for say, like that was the big thing, and I started experimenting around and trying to find routes, and what is it? The next level after Hell Pass, Fort Diego, is the first level that I actually went through and routed, and it's undergone a lot of changes. Probably not as many as Rogue Valley, but it's got a lot of tech going on there.
all right, and this is part 2 of Buffalo Soldier.
Hey, how about doing that 7-second save?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
I can't even. I tried to do it once and I think I like screwed it up. I'm like, well, okay.
It's not worth doing on cheap percent anyways, because you'll blow him up and he'll die one shot.
I have a TikTok on that.
Yeah, I see it. I remember
Yeah,
that.
just like, hey, straight up, this is what happens when you don't listen to spec. But yeah, no. Someone was saying multiplayer. Yeah, the multiplayer, man, very memorable. Like I said earlier, the characters you get, the wide variety of characters. Insane. Like I don't know how many, but it's a lot.
There's a fun
Play a
fact
lot of
about multiplayer. There's actually a level that's exclusive to Xbox on multiplayer, and I didn't know that until like too recently. Now the strat for this level, by the way, to save 7 seconds, is to blow yourself up by shooting the stagecoach guy in the back of the head with your explosive. It'll make you ragdoll, and one of these guys slices you with their knife, and it'll actually make you fall off the stagecoach, and you can walk beside it.
Okay, I'm not gonna use the blow up thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
It also lowers your frame rate, so it's not really worth doing anyways. On the PS4 at least. I don't know if it does it on PS5. I don't think it does. But I don't really use it anyways.
Yeah, because you could just shoot these guys with one thing.
Yeah, even off cheap percent, they're one-shot kills.
But yeah, like the multiplayer was such a fun experience as a child playing it, and
Me and my
many
brother,
memories of that.
me and my brother would always go back and forth on the duels, like the showdown. We've actually found out that some characters are better at the duels than others. Like Mr. Kelly is one of the best characters to use.
Oh yeah,
Which it is not
good old Mr. Kelly.
It's not a surprise, but yeah.
Yeah.
He has the fastest draw.
Right.
But the sheriff, Sheriff Grady, you know, the guy you have to protect from Ugly Chris, he has the slowest duel, and he's also the most useless in general.
How about Gabriel? He just sits there and nothing happens.
That's only in story mode. He's actually not as bad in multiplayer.
Yeah.
He's just a drunken buffoon. I don't know.
Like. Okay, now we're kind of towards the end. We could have done the glitch and saved 7 seconds here, but we're just gonna kill these guys off.
It's one of the most risky time saves, though, just because blowing him up, getting knifed, the glitch that makes you fall off the stagecoach sometimes makes you fall out of bounds, and you're too far from the stagecoach, and it makes you fail. Because you got to stay a certain distance from the stagecoach, otherwise you fail out of the mission.
All right.
And that's the level.
Yeah, that's level sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not skipping the cutscene. I forgot that comes up pretty fast.
Yes,
Oh,
spam and X.
pretty.
The game didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like you're going way too fast, man.
308. Yeah, so normally you can get a 301, which is crazy to think about because, you know, it's an auto-scroller. You don't expect to get anything better than a 308 or a 307. 307 if you're, like, standing all the way in the front of the stagecoach and you're hitting that last trigger right at the end as soon as possible. So here's one of the funnest levels, Fort Diego. Like I said, one of the first levels I routed. He's going to do the most recent route. You go straight to the end pretty much, and you're going to knife push through this door. You hit the final trigger. Now, bad thing is Shadow Wolf still spawned in here because you don't hit the first trigger. So you got to be kind of quick about killing these enemies so they don't kill Shadow Wolf. But there's only certain enemies that count towards the kill count. Use your dead eye. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I know why I wanted to do it, but something happened and I didn't connect it.
Those big guys count. The guys above count. And then
this guy?
No.
Oh.
That guy doesn't count. Those guys count. Not that guy that's running.
Oh well.
The ones that are usually hiding on the walls count.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah, on the left.
Oh.
I think that you got one more enemy to kill.
Should be around here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Should be.
There we are.
Man, I just...
All right.
You were killing random enemies and I still knew how many you needed. Yeah, so he's dead.
That's good old Darren. He killed your father.
Yeah. Took his arm, now you're taking his life.
Yep.
So you get a little bit of
and now you're gonna,
there.
You're gonna kill General Diego
Shadow
now.
Wolf dies in the process.
He does, but
and in lore he is your cousin. I think,
he is.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Falling Star is your mom, and Nate Harlow's
we saw her at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, she died
I don't know.
along with Nate.
Does she just die too? Like we just assume she dies because the whole place is all.
Some reason Red is just like paw, but not mom.
He only cares about.
He don't care. I know, right? Where's mom's love, right? All right, so here you only have to shoot the front of the train. I don't know if he's gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I want to, but you know my train shooting.
Yeah.
Abysmal as of reason. The run I did a couple days ago wasn't bad, but come on, get on the train. So you can't. You told me you could hop on the horse from the train?
Yes.
Like stop the train?
Yep. Shoot it. And there's also some. Yep. There you go. Yeah, it's a little weird. But there's also a new bit of tech where you can explore this level by shooting that lever once. And I just uploaded a video about that today. And there's also a launch glitch on this level where if you climb up and hit a box, it launches you all the way in front of the train. But yeah, no, you don't even have to deal with the old guy with the Gatling gun. We can just go and head.
There we go. I know I was close. Just
yeah, that was smoky. Now one of the coolest boss skips. You're just gonna have to watch.
Yeah.
Honestly, it speaks for itself.
This guy, Diego. This is the guy earlier that we did the annoying bridge level at.
Yep.
And we're gonna take revenge on him right now. So.
And he's the reason Governor Griffin betrayed Nate Harlow because they used to be partners.
Oh, okay, don't hit me. All right.
But then Governor Griffin gets captured by General Diego, and he offers up his share of the gold, pretty much, for his life.
And that's how you kill him.
Yeah.
Actually, you kill him right here, but.
Yeah. You drag him out of his train cart to the railroad tracks, and then you put a bullet in his head.
So that is a pretty fun boss skip right there. You just go and blow the smithereens out of him.
The old strat used to actually build a smithereens out of him. You'd take dynamite and throw it at the train cart, and it would skip that whole first section, and he would go straight to his second phase where he leaves that train cart.
Oh, because he's taken enough damage.
No, not even that. It doesn't do much damage. It just skips it for some reason. He does a ragdoll, and I think that's enough for it to be like, all right.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the gun competition part, here we go. And these people aren't getting out of the way. Battle Royale is coming up next.
Don't hit the wrong button.
I know. I just have to hit square. Oh, I'm not skipping dialogue either, am I?
Are you not? I can't hear it.
I can't hear it. Okay, well, it didn't matter.
All right, we got Gabriel and
I'm gonna
Kid
take.
Cougar.
Well, we'll see. Kid Cougar, I am gonna take safe as heck.
Kid
Gabriel,
Cougar is basically Billy the Kid. He's like he's an homage, basically. They're just paying homage to him. Fun fact.
All right.
Now we got the drunken guy you can talk to in the bar, but not after this. You can't.
Not after this. You can't. he gone. That's the thing. Like, these people who sign up know that they're gonna die. I guess that's how.
Well, they know
West
they
is.
could die. They think they're gonna win $5,000 in gold.
Yep.
They're gonna be rich if they survive.
$5,000 gold in this time was.
You're a millionaire, basically. All right, safe. Nice.
There we go.
Now,
All right.
when you run up these stairs, run to the left of that girl walking on.
Yeah, I know. We walked into them. I know what you mean. Is like you could walk, and I walked to the right of her, and
Yeah,
it
no, doesn't work.
glitched
You
me
can't.
into the rail.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
So, funnily enough, in the Xbox version, you can't run past her. You have to push her all the way through.
Yeah. All right. So here we go for Mr. Kelly.
Kelly, yeah.
He's the fastest gun in the West, and
He's
we
also a
might
big
die
old
to
cheater.
him. I have died to him in these runs, like seriously. But we'll see.
He's got bulletproof armor on his chest, so the strat is to, if you're doing a New Game Plus run or an any percent, is to shoot him in the legs because that will stun him. Not in the duel, of course. Oh, you took 2. Okay, you just took damage. That's
No, I thought I was like, that's not going through.
Yeah, no matter what, I always activate.
On cheap percent,
because
he's still
that
hard because it's the speed aspect at that point.
Shotgun.
All right, do not kill. What? That was funny.
I mean, he left.
Yeah, he did. He did that.
Well.
All right, well, that's nice.
And now we got Siege. We're already at Siege. It's a pretty good pace.
I know.
This is
Siege,
the
good old Siege.
third to last level right here.
Oh,
Siege has
man.
got the longest timer though. And if you're doing a wood percent run, which is, if you guys remember, there's an unlockable character called Manny Quinn. He has an ability that he just lights himself on fire and is completely useless in a lot of runs or a lot of areas of the run. If you're using him, it's just hard because they even up the difficulty. It feels like you're playing on hard mode. So a lot of the headshots you got to do multiple of, and it's just.
That was weird.
Yeah,
I shot the guy
through him.
behind Randy.
Yeah. Little fun fact:
All right.
there's some hidden chests in this level. I don't know if you knew
Yes.
Let's go through the side entrance.
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
that. Out of the way, yeah.
Me.
Okay. Yeah, I barely heard Annie's. Come on, stick with me.
Stand,
I was like-
go forward, yeah, and then look back towards that door.
Back.
No, yeah, that way. Yep. Now.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
they kind of.
You can manipulate their spawn a little bit. And now,
okay.
now stand right where you were again. Nah, you're too late. 'Cause
Okay.
you could have manipulated the spawn of that guy in the staircase.
Oh.
They all spawn in front of you
Okay.
more.
Not a hot start here. What the? Where
There's
are
a
we-
guy
where-
right. There. No, to your right. Left, I mean.
Wait, no, that's...
To your left.
Oh, I hear it.
Right? No, he's behind that
Yeah, I was
gazebo.
See, it
There he
wasn't
is.
luck that won you that dueling contest.
Couldn't see him.
I couldn't hear it. I could hear it, couldn't see it.
I have a strat here where I jump on this railing to get a better aim of the guys on the roof.
Too risky. I don't want to fall off the roof.
Yeah, it can be a time loss if you fall. But I do it to avoid Annie shooting me because she'll use her ability here. It's kind
I
of
just
scripted.
walk out of the way, I think. Or she doesn't even hit as far. Come on, what?
No, you got him.
Oh, okay.
You got him.
Okay. It didn't look like I got him.
Now the guy's on the roof. You got lucky that Jack killed the one guy on the ground that came out of the door. Sometimes you get lucky here that they can kill the guy on the roof as well.
Okay. So, another thing we have to notice here, we have to see where Jack's health at. It's kind of down a little bit.
I'll provide cover for you.
So, what the next 3 minutes of this level where you could end the run is, you gotta watch Jack.
Yeah, or Annie, because Annie
because Annie could get hit too.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like a very, this is probably the most sweaty part of the run right here, because a lot could happen.
Gorilla Rockers, it's not a mod, it's just something you can unlock by doing after you beat the game. You can do it something called a bounty hunter challenge, and the last 10 levels they unlock the cheats. Yeah, so this part is just all good aim, and maybe if we're lucky we could see Snake here do the roof flex.
Oh, we're not. I'm not even thinking.
Not feeling it?
No, I haven't practiced it. I just know about it. I don't want to like. Oh.
Griffin sent another one of his lackeys, Red.
Oh. Sometimes when I'm switching my shotguns, I just preemptively do Deadeye just to ensure that I have ammo.
I gotta get up back towards the front.
You do.
More troops, Red.
They will literally try to backtrack and lead you away from Jack. I found that out on wood percent. Nice.
Another of those Cornet brothers, Red. You better be extra.
Guy above to your right and below as well.
Company, Red. Soldiers coming.
Honestly, twin revolver's probably your way to go, just because you have so much ammo.
Yeah, you just have limited ammo.
Yeah, but
You gotta.
it's not even that many
limit.
enemies.
Yeah, you have like 42. Which, yeah, I guess that's all you need. But if you
Yeah.
run out, you can switch back to. Well,
Yeah.
lost cause. Alright, this is the last set of sub-bosses here, which they haven't been hard, but you kind of need to get them because they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, one of them has a shotgun, and then he can just one-shot Red.
Yeah, he has the Inquisitor or whatever. They all have Inquisitor.
I think it's called the Zway Faster, actually.
Oh, no, the Revolver, sorry.
The Inquisitor is the it sounds like the Scorpion is a pistol.
Yeah, I'm using
You
it
have
right
time
now.
right now to do the roof flex, actually, because they don't spawn until like 20 seconds left.
Wow. Okay, how do you do it?
Jump through that window right to your right,
Jump into it?
to the right side of it.
Nah.
Yeah, you would have to jump and like land on that sill. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you can like clip through that wall. And then once you're in there, you can stand within the geometry, and it'll like glitch you out, and you can just wind up on top of the roof.
Okay, we're good. Get me out of here.
Let me out! Let me out!
All right. House of Cards is next.
Good old House of Cards. Man, I really wish that they would have done a bounty hunter challenge for this level. That way I could choose it and not have a save file for it.
Because this is the level that I wish I could just
Practice.
practice.
Yeah.
Because this could be.
I literally backed
This
up
could
a
be
save
fun.
file one time on my USB drive, so I could just every time I beat it,
Plug
I
it
could
in.
go back to it.
Yeah, that's smart. All right. But yeah, House of Cards is another one of those. We'll use the knife glitch to get into another part of the level.
Yes, sir.
Because the first part of the level is like not long, but you have to kill a lot of enemies to advance it.
It's a
and
very
you have
roundabout way of getting to where he's gonna go right now. He's going straight there, basically. So he's gonna take his knife and do a glitch to get through this wall. And now he's on the end part. So now he's gonna hit a trigger to spawn in Ridian and 3 guys. He's only got to kill the 3 guys. And then he... Oh, there's 4 guys. I don't know which one's real. Oh, that guy.
I don't know either.
And rest in peace, Jack here.
Yeah, Jack just dies.
Yeah.
We're sorry. He was great.
He was the best character.
Okay. This part could be... Oh, what the heck? This part could be sloppy, because I never do good here, but we'll see.
I believe.
Alright.
Nice. Alright, get your shotgun out.
The governor at all costs.
Come on, where are you at?
Nice, you got a twofer. You still alive? Man, Mark is strong.
Careful.
What? I didn't even notice that until I looked at the corner. That should be everybody.
Everybody in that room, yeah. Then there's guys upstairs now.
What's going on? Should we check on the prisoner?
Nope, we have.
You can tell you got everybody because that guy was still patrolling and not knowing what was happening.
Yeah. Now you gotta wait for Annie to get up here.
Fun fact, you can actually see the guy you're about to duel, Jason, spawn off in the distance if you no-clip through, or not,
Yeah, it's kind of
clip through the wall.
Like, there he is.
Yeah.
All right, Jason
he
is
waves
one
at
that
you.
I could screw up on him too, so don't get all happy yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's way too late. Way too late. Way too late. Luckily, his respawn is pretty quick.
Yeah. You spawn right here. He says, "Hey, soldier."
Yeah, I've heard that so many times. But this
Me
is
too.
where
I grinded this part just so I can get it down. Because I wanted to find like the fastest strat for... You should activate
Okay.
it after that 3rd
Yeah,
shot.
I should have.
4 is excessive.
4 is excessive. 3 is like perfect.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
If you hit him in the head. I should have mentioned that.
I would.
Oh, no.
So this is where probably where my runs could be a little bit better is the stupid duel. But I think I just need to get better in duels in general.
Duels feel a little finicky because your aim is very sluggish and drag. Oh, dude. That yellow marker.
Yeah.
I hate
All right.
yellow markers, man.
Yeah. Okay. So aim for 1, 2 at the head. All right.
Yep. That 3rd marker comes up a little later. There you go. Perfect.
There we go. See, yeah. Also, I feel like him sitting doesn't help. I don't know. It looks like it just bothers me that he's sitting.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I love that cutscene. It's so
Just-
cheesy.
yeah,
I
it's
love
like-
it.
All right.
It's like-
final level of the game right here, guys.
It's like Mr. Black when he falls into his coffin. You gonna do the strat? You gonna kill Governor Griffin early?
I'll try. So you just want to kill
Kill 2 of them. Yep.
and try
No,
to get up
I
there and not
glitched.
glitch.
You're gonna
but-
get blown up.
Oh,
Don't worry, though. You should be able to.
I just don't want Buffalo to kill him.
It works better if you look to your left.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna. It's cool if you can get him that fast, but I have only been able to do that once.
It's cool just to see it, honestly, too, because you actually get to see where Governor Griffin spawned, and you can kill him before this cutscene happens. It can give you some weird effects, too.
I wonder if it's gonna play the duel here. It did last night.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, well we didn't see the ending. That's it, guys. That's the end.
That's all she wrote. 0 death run, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, woo, 0 death.
Hey.
Oh man.
Not bad, not bad.
GG. Snake, do you have any shout outs or comments
Let's
or
let
anything?
the credits roll.
Got a shout out. I saw him in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still listening, but one of my inspirations, an Eternal Enigma. Great guy. Got me into speedrunning, getting good at a game. Also, Joshimus and Maxi Lobes. They're all great speedrunners. If you don't know who they are, please watch them. They do a lot of good games. Spec for being killer with the commentary and knowing this game. And yeah, it's
Thank you.
and for you guys at Hotfix for letting this game appear. If anything, I just want this game to have a little bit more visibility. it's just me and Spec running it, guys.
Basically,
if we could just get a couple more people make it competitive, it'd be fun.
Remember, we have that bounty for Stagecoach, guys. Come on, get on it.
Yeah. You got that 50. What's world record and what's the PB? So
world record for cheap percent is 59.59.
Like literally under an hour. Mine is I don't know what mine was. It was not bad. The time wasn't bad. Hour 9:55 was 4 seconds off of my first PB run, so it didn't go terrible. I think it's 108.51.
Oh,
so a lot of fixing to do, backpedaling. I could definitely do that and get better with it in the future. But yeah, no, we just need more people to get visibility of this game. I'm going to also put a plug in here for Spec also. We mentioned this a couple times before. He has a playlist on YouTube of techs and glitches of this game. It's like, what?
Anything you need to know about this game, it's in there.
Yeah, basically. Like guides for cheap percent. This.
A whole video, 55 minutes, in-depth, every level. If you need to know anything. Him just BSing around, doing all these weird finds and stuff. Yeah. It's just something like, if you want to really know this, then for sure. And this is available on Xbox and PlayStation. The Xbox one is a little bit. It's not optimized like the PlayStation one because it has the knife glitch, which was not working too well on that. But if we could get that to work. But ILs.
You could do a bunch of individual levels for that and get through pretty fast.
I'm not gonna lie, that 60 frames, it feels good.
It does. No, I played it last night just screwing around. I'm like, man, I played on old frames so long, but and also available on PlayStation 5 as well. That's what Spec plays on. But it's the same, it's the same game.
It is. It's just a port.
But yeah, no. I'm glad that we got to get this onto Hotfix.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I was able to join in and commentate with you.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, thank you both so much for being here. Good job on the run, Snake. It was really fun seeing the two of you work together for the run, and I can tell there's a lot of love for the game. So hopefully, if you do love the game out there in chat, maybe you give the run a chance. Who knows? I think Speed Snake and Spec Deck would be more than happy to help you out with that.
DMs are always open on Discord.
Yeah, and also there on the speedruns.com, there is the Red Dead Discord server. Speedruns through all the series.
And they got
get the Revolver one going, so we're not quiet for 2 months.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well.
GG's.
All right, my friends. Yeah. GG's. Before we break, let's talk about some upcoming events. We've got a few events coming up. The first being Unapologetically Black and Fast. Celebrate Black excellence and speedrunning with us February 12th through the 13th. You can use the command !UBAF in Twitch chat for more information on that. And then later in the month of February, Frost Fatales will be taking place February 26th through March 4th. And prize submissions for Frost Fatales are open. So if you do have a prize in mind you think would be a cool fit for the marathon, you can go to gamesdonequick.com for more information or use the command !prizes in the Twitch chat to submit those prizes. I'd also like to give a really big shout out to all of our supporters. Your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered here on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support Games Done Quick, both with Hotfix and with AGDQ 2023 costs, including our most unfortunate hotel cancellation. So please consider subscribing if you do enjoy your daily dose of GDQ. And if you want to hang out with me and Richard, our tech for Time Capsule specifically, feel free to submit your speedrun to the show. You can use the command !Time Capsule in Twitch chat for access to that submission form. But we will be right back with Sly 2 Band of Thieves, so don't go away. Welcome back to Time Capsule here on the Games Done Quick Hotfix, the show where we travel back in time to your favorite years in gaming and showcase awesome speedruns of games released in the same year. I am your host, Mood Operative, and tonight we are checking out games released in the year 2004, and we are all set up for our next run of Sly 2. So please welcome our runner, Zick.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Yeah, feel free to introduce yourself, Zick, and we also have Nave on commentary.
Yeah, so hi everybody. You may recognize me as the guy that ran Bug's Life yesterday, GDQ Hotfix. I'm back.
Surprise.
here to show off some Sly 2, arguably one of the greatest games from 2004. Yeah, I have Nave here with me on commentary. Nave, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey everybody, I am Nave, and I'm just so thankful that Zik, a man of many talents, brought me here onto the stream with him today to showcase one of those talents being Sly 2 speedrunning. I'm really excited.
Right on. Happy to have you both here. Zik, do you want to give us the rundown of what we can expect tonight?
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing tonight, of course, we're not going to be doing the entire game of Sly 2. We sadly don't have time to do the entire game. So
It's a
we are
bit
going
long.
to be doing...
I said the regular run in its entirety is a bit long.
A bit long. Oh, 5 hours.
5 hours.
So what we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be doing the Canada episodes, the Jean Bisson episodes. So that's episodes 6 and 7 of the game. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. You may notice that the game may or may not is not in English. We're going to be playing the game in Korean. Korean is the fastest language to play Sly 2 in.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, so yeah, I think with that, we're going to be ready to load up episode 6, and we will get started here. Navigating Korean menus. It takes some time to get used to knowing where everything is. I actually have one thing, and then we'll get going.
Zik, I had a question for you really quick. Do you run with an SSD, is that right?
I do run digital version with an SSD, yep.
Right, that's a Sony official modification you can make to your consoles is trading out the hard drive that came with it for an SSD. Just makes the load times a bit faster, a bit nicer.
Yeah, it's really nice to have. Yeah, pretty painless to do. You literally can just slap one in there, turn on the console, and it'll just work. So, all right, let's get started with the run here. We'll start in episode 6 here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good
Thank you.
luck.
Look at this guy.
Got a little bit of a bad guard spawn, but he didn't even see you. We're good
I
to
don't know
go.
how he didn't see me.
So, as Zik mentioned, we are here in Canada as the setting of episodes 6 and 7. The main villain being Jean Bisson of the Claw Gang, while Bentley teaches us how to climb rock walls here.
That's right. That is the kind of new mechanic of episode 6 was learning how to climb rock walls. So Sly 2 is really cool speed game. There is a lot of movement tech. It's really interesting because a lot of it doesn't look super technical at times, but every piece of movement we're doing is some kind of cool tech to optimize how Sly moves around the world. And kind of the first thing I was doing there on the way to that job trigger was a little piece of movement tech called square boosting. So Nave, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about square boosting and what that is.
I could talk about square boosting all day. So basically, a square boost is whenever you press the jump button, which is X on a PlayStation controller, and the square button on the same frame. And this game runs at 60 FPS, so that's 1/60th of a second. And what that does is that it allows you to jump and swing your cane on the same frame, allowing you to move forward, keeping your running momentum, and get a jump if you need to, get a little altitude as well. So, yeah, square boosting, it is a frame perfect trick technically, but it's not really a frame perfect trick. You can kind of just do it anywhere all the time. So now we're here inside the first log cabin of 3 that we're going to be seeing. Our mission here is to collect some data for our pal Bentley the turtle, taking some pictures of train maps so that he'll be able to, scout the area and get the lay of the land, as well as these blueprints hidden in the trophy bass. Jean Bisson's here. He's the big red bison right there in front of us. Luckily, he doesn't have the greatest vision. He did see us.
Yeah, that was a really awkward fall, and I can't believe he didn't see me.
Yeah, we got a little lucky there. But as I mentioned, there are 3 of those log cabins, so we're gonna be using the trains to move around a little bit more quickly if we can reach it on time. They're a little fast, but
Didn't get there in time.
it's okay. These railways are actually a lot of fun casually to use a gadget called Stealth Slide that you see Zik using quite a bit. It's basically what it's called. You can just slide around on the ground, and on these railways, especially on an incline, you get a lot of speed, and it's just, I don't know, it's just good childish fun. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, the movement coming out of this cabin is just, this is so much fun movement. This is the most satisfying movement. As we go downward slopes in the Stealth Slide, you gain lots of speed, so we can just go. We become the train.
Whee! Yeah, I love this right here. It's a simple joy, but it's a great one for sure. But yeah, the Stealth Slide is a gadget that we do get in full game runs by grinding some coins. But since this is an episode run, we don't need to grind coins and buy gadgets. And maybe Zik, you were going to speak on that a little bit.
Well, what I was going to say is, I don't know if you want to also talk about, because getting up to these blueprints, like I said, some of the more movement tech of Slide 2, it looks like I'm just jumping up to those blueprints, but I'm actually using a trick called a glitched high jump.
Oh, yeah. So glitch high jumps are essentially triple jumps. If you've played this game, or if you've played basically any platformer, it's pretty traditional that you'll have a double jump. But with a glitch high jump, we can get a triple jump. And we do that by basically abusing Sly's cane swinging animation and his charge attack animation. By holding square and then pressing X 3 times, that's how we get the third jump, because the game thinks that we're in a grounded state as we're holding down square for the charge attack. So we kind of get, you know, a ground while we're in midair to get that third extra jump. Sounds a little confusing, but it's quite simple really to execute.
Yeah, and it's really nice. The glitch high jump really like opens up this game and allows you to jump up to ledges that you normally wouldn't be able to get to, and it just makes moving around the world so satisfying.
Yeah, for sure. So what are you doing right here, Zik? What's happening?
So we're quitting out of the game. I'm done running the game. That's it. The show's over.
Thanks, everybody. Had a good time.
So loading the game onto a solid state drive, so if you know Slide 2, you know that throughout the episodes, Bentley does little slideshows to recap the plan of attack. Well, with the digital version of the game loaded on a solid state drive, it is actually faster to reset the game than watch the Bentley slideshow cutscene. So we're going to just kind of do a quick restart here and get back into the game faster.
And that'll happen a number of times throughout this run tonight. Poor Bentley, he just wanted his time in the spotlight, and we just refused to listen to him. But now we're on to our next job. This one is called Spice in the Sky. So, again, if you've played Slide 2, you might remember that the storyline of this involves the Claw Gang, that they're running some sort of illegal spice operation. That's totally not an analogy for anything else. And basically here in Canada, these giant balloons in the sky are carrying spice, and so it's going to be our job to put an end to that and actually use them to our advantage. We're going to collect the spice and use it to blow off the security hatches on Jean Bisson's trains that are transporting the spice throughout the continent. Because on those trains, what's on the train, Zik? Do you remember?
We got some the clockwork parts, specifically the lungs
and the stomach. Yeah, that's right.
And the stomach.
He's got 3
That's
parts.
right. There's 3.
Jean Bisson is a greedy guy, but
clockwork does not have 3 lungs.
yeah, no. But yeah, he's using those clockwork parts to supercharge these trains so that they can transport the spice even faster. And if you played Sly 1, you'll remember that Clockwork is the giant, ancient, robotic, evil owl that Sly defeated at the end of the game. Spoiler alert, sorry about that, 20-year-old game or something like that. But now he's back in pieces, this villainous Claw Gang. They're using his pieces, and we gotta put a stop to that. We don't want any part of Clockwork to ever be used for anything ever again. So we're trying to steal all of those pieces back, and here in Canada, we're aiming to get the 2 lungs and the stomach here in episode 6, and then in episode 7, we'll be seeing what's there as well. As you can see, Zik, he bounces on those balloons to collect the spice, and once he has enough, he can blow off that security hatch on the train. The challenge here is that if you fall too low before you've got enough spice, if you touch the ground or anything like that happens, you'll just blow up, which is, unfavorable. We don't necessarily want that to happen. So, making our way back to the plane, and we got 2 more trains to bust open.
Yeah, and you can see there when I move it back to that plane how when you're doing those square boosts, you preserve a lot of your forward momentum. And when you use the train's speed, the square boost carries the train's momentum. So you can get just a ton of speed using those trains and using the square boost technique.
Yeah, the square boosts, super great. Both that and the glitch high jumps are just core fundamental pieces of movement in this game. You're just going to see it everywhere all the time. So there's a bit of a meme in the community. Whenever you miss a square boost, that's like essential. If you miss it, you're going to like fall and just lose a lot of time. We always say that we're going to add that to missedsquareboost.com, which unfortunately doesn't exist yet, but who knows?
I got 2 cane swing happy and I hit the start button.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing...
Oh, go ahead.
You'll notice as I was falling there, I was swinging Sly's cane, is because when you swing Sly's cane while you're in the air, you can keep that... You can preserve more forward momentum. So I'm trying to keep Sly going forward at that speed for as long as possible. And I just missed that balloon.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, this is just, we're just demonstrating what happens if you don't collect the spice.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, swinging your cane whenever you're in the air will allow you to fall more quickly than if you just were neutral and not performing any action. Because, like in any platformer, you can be kind of floaty while mid-air. So whenever we want to get down to the ground, we just swing the cane. Because running on the ground is faster than jumping around. But this is the final train here, and it lines up perfectly for another crazy trick we're about to do into this next job. And I'll let Zik sort of focus on setting that up while I'll explain it a little bit. So what he's going to do is he's going to come over here on top of this building and get on this chimney. And he's going to hopefully not... The duck hopefully won't destroy the chimney. But he's going to fly away from the chimney and look back at it. And as you can see, the chimney, it's not there anymore. What the heck happened? Well, if you get far away enough from that chimney, it will despawn. But since our last grounded position was on it, and then we fell in the water and got sent back to it, now we have initiated something called fake floor. So that's the reason he's jumping so much. The floor collision has disappeared. And now that we have touched the job trigger, we're just falling infinitely into the void. And this job, called Friend in Need, you have to follow Carmelita here, the cute little fox girl with the white flashlight. And if you get too far away from her, you mission fail. So we abuse that by falling infinitely into the void, get so far away that we fail the mission and skip that opening cutscene for the job. Kind of a complicated way to explain that, but essentially fake floor is exactly what it sounds like. You lose collision on the floor, and we just use that to our advantage to skip stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the strats in Slide 2, there's a lot of cutscenes, and there's a lot of cutscenes that we skip. And usually the main trick of skipping cutscenes in this game is finding out how to fail the mission as soon as the cutscene begins. Whether that's killing guards you're not supposed to, or doing what we did here and failing the trigger entirely.
Yeah, it's really interesting how creative some glitch hunters and speedrunners have been, just trying to really optimize this game as much as they can, because I mean, the current world record for this is 4 hours 45 minutes, and that's pretty good. I'd say if you picked this game up, you would probably get a lot higher than that, but with these special cutscenes and special tricks we do, there's a lot of really neat stuff we can do. So in this job called Friend in Need, our pal Murray has been taken captive by Miss Carmelita Fox here. She is a police officer. So her goal is to capture the Cooper gang. You know, they're thieves after all, right? So we need to find where Murray is. And to do that, we're just, quote unquote, following Carmelita from the front.
I like when I run this game and people like aren't super familiar with Slide 2. They're like, what is supposed to be going on here?
You're supposed to follow her. You're not supposed to know where Murray is, but we've run this game, you know, maybe once or twice, so we remember where he's at. Basically, there's, you know, not too much you can do here. There's a couple of strats to save some time, but essentially you are at the mercy of Carmelita and just kind of waiting for her to get to Murray, who is locked up in this little generator thing? Question mark?
Yeah, this interesting little cage.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I always love this this cutscene though in English. What is it? Isn't it like he's like, "Thanks for bringing me those jelly beans."
Yeah. Thanks for bringing me those jelly beans. I was starving.
Murray's a simple creature, and I relate to him.
Yeah, he's a lovable guy. Everybody loves Murray. And you know, even though she's kind of just keeping him in this tight little cage, she's also kind of kind. She tries to reassure him, like, don't worry, it won't be too much longer. I'm just gonna go capture your friends, no big deal.
He's gonna throw you all in jail.
Yeah, we're gonna throw you all in jail. It's okay. But now that we've found Murray, we finally figured out where he is. We're going to, as you might notice, he has 3 locks. They're totally.
I don't know how these locks are doing anything, but
they're there. That's for sure. They are present. I don't know what they're doing, but they're there. So to unlock Murray, we're going to steal 3 keys from Carmelita, and you might remember a mechanic in this game is called pickpocketing. You can sneak up behind guards, or in this case, Carmelita, press the circle button, and steal their money, their loot, or in this case, their keys.
I love that stealth slide. Oh, I got caught on the train tracks. Everything's fine.
Of course, after we steal a key, Carmelita notices immediately, starts chasing us. But, ooh, nice dodge. Oh, double nice dodge.
We're good. We're good.
That was great. If you just stand up here and wait, she'll eventually lose you. Oh! The snipe. That is rare.
Usually that doesn't happen, but the other guards, I think, messed with her a bit.
That's not a very normal thing. I think, yeah, all the guard activity was pretty unusual. Normally, you can stay up there pretty safely until she just kind of forgets about you, and then you'll instantly jump down and grab the next key. We'll try that again. This job is very infamous because so much can go wrong so easily.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more... It seems like such a simple job, right? Like pickpocket 3 keys, pickpocket a key, wait, pickpocket a key, wait. But it's like you said, so much can go wrong, and it's like an oddly like complex job.
Yeah, for sure. It's really easy to lose time and really hard to save it on this one for whatever reason. Like nice. I kind of alluded to earlier, there are some minor things you can do to save a little time, but all the strats in this are just so obtuse.
7, 8, 10.
So what Zick is
counting
counting
this
for
out.
is that once he gets to 21 seconds after you steal the key, if you use the smoke bomb gadget, it'll cause her to lose you almost instantly, as it just kind of happened right there. And each time you do that, it saves 5 seconds. So you can save up to 15 with that little smoke bomb strat.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And there she goes.
There she goes. So now we have all 3 keys, and Murray's free. Free the Murray.
Because yeah, normally it would take her somewhere around, like Nave said, like 25 seconds before she loses you. But at 20, you can hit the smoke bomb and she'll walk away, kind of saving you time each time there's a key steal.
Exactly.
Smoke bomb is an extremely useful gadget in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember the old days when we didn't get smoke bomb until episode 7 at the very end, if you were lucky. Nowadays, we actually route it into the very first gadget we buy in episode 1.
Yeah.
So it's so then we could just use it throughout the whole game, and it's so nice because you can use it for certain cutscene skips, or you can use it if you get caught by guards and you just need to escape. It's just really, really nice. So this next job we're headed to.
You ever run to aerial assault?
Yeah, we're doing aerial assault. Oh no, actually we're doing ride the iron horse. This is our first time we're playing as Bentley, our little green turtle friend. Zick, do you want to talk about Bentley's mechanics or?
Yeah, so you saw the first thing there, running to this job trigger. One of Bentley's gadgets is the adrenaline boost, so he can run super fast. I just used another one of Bentley's gadgets. There was the jetpack, which lets him temporarily fly. But Bentley's main thing is that he can drop bombs everywhere using the triangle button. And that's mainly, and he has this little crossbow, which he can shoot sleep darts to put different enemies to sleep.
Yeah,
now, we aren't going to be using that too much here.
Oh man, these guys, they didn't even, I was about to say, you almost got through here like
I know.
Gear Solid perfectly or something, I don't know. But yeah, Bentley's basically our demolitions expert and kind of a, I don't know, he might be violating some things on the Geneva Convention or something, but he's got some sleep darts too, and he's a bit of a shady character, but he's also the genius of the group, so he's always coming up with different plans and schemes and whatnot. And basically, without him, I don't think the Cooper gang could do anything, to be honest. He's really running the show over here.
He also is very familiar with Nier Automata and can play the hacking minigame many times. We'll see that in episode 7.
That's right, yeah. But right there, we just got one of the clockwork lungs off of the train. Good job, Bentley.
Bentley's the first one to get a clockwork part, holding the gang together.
Who knew?
I mean, really, the gang would have fell apart in like episode 4 without Bentley.
That's actually true. If you play this game, or if you don't know, in episode 4, Sly and Murray actually get sent to prison, and Bentley has to break them out. So, yeah, without Bentley, I think the whole game would have just ended a lot sooner.
So we're doing another little reset here. As we said before, this is another point where Bentley would have a little slideshow, and we're going to reset the game because it's faster than watching his slideshow. Now, it is to note, like, if you were playing the game on, like, you know, the, like, on a hard drive or, like, the disc version of the game, resetting would not be faster than just watching the slideshow.
Yeah, or especially if you play on, I believe these games are on PS Now or PS Plus Premium, whatever it's called nowadays.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I believe it's on there, but it would definitely not be faster to reset because it has to go through your internet connection and everything, and it takes a long time, and it's just not worth it. But the optimal version is what Zick is on, which is the digital download on an SSD.
I got a little bomb boost there, but I didn't have the juice to do another adrenaline boost. A bomb boost is a neat little tech with Bentley where, like, if you jump, it's kind of similar to the square boost, except you do it with a bomb instead of a cane swing, and you can preserve Bentley's forward momentum in a jump.
Exactly.
Which is super useful with adrenaline boost.
Oh, yeah. It's really nice. But here we are doing RC chopper level. So one of Bentley's many talents is that he has some remote control gizmos, and this one is a helicopter that drops bombs and shoots missiles or bullets or something. And we're doing this in order to get rid of the aerial security defenses on this train so that Sly can board it later and steal one of the clockwork parts.
Yeah, and can I just say that this song, this is a bop.
Oh yeah, this one's a banger. It for some reason it's like way louder than the rest of the game, but it's pretty solid.
It's if there's a track to be louder than the rest of the game, it's this one.
This one or the Operation Canada Games one, or is it the same? I don't remember.
Okay, Operation Canada Games goes kind of hard too.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I'm excited for that operation once we get there. That'll be That'll be a bit later.
I promise I won't fall in the water on log rolling.
We'll see about that. So we're just progressing one train car at a time. Basically, like on this train car in particular, you don't even have to worry about the little biplanes that come in. Obviously, you can shoot them to get them out of the way, but you really only have to worry about the missile launchers that appear. This one is another one where you kind of just wait, and then once the biplanes are gone, it'll move forward automatically. And then I think there's only like one, maybe two more.
Let's take some of these out.
I kind of zone out doing the split, just autopilot.
Yeah, the annoying thing about the RC chopper is, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Is this thing will fire as fast as you can mash the button, which you can get some insane DPS in, which you'll see on the final boss of this chapter. But it also requires a ton of mashing.
Yeah. So if you played this casually, you might have just held down the square button as the RC chopper, and that's fine. He'll continuously shoot for as long as you hold down the square button, but it's kind of slow. But like Zick said, if you're a god masher, boy, can you put out some damage. What Zick is doing here is he's kind of like resetting. He's just loading the game. And that'll bring him back to the safe house to more quickly select the next character, which is the Murray.
The Murray. Yeah, it's very convenient to be able to just load game instead of run all the way back to the safe house when you need to switch characters. Watch Carmelita there. Oh, she wants me back in the cage.
She wants you back in the cage. Just holding for a moment.
Okay.
I think that should
be good here.
Do you want to talk about that or?
Yeah, so we're gonna watch a cutscene here, and oh jeez, we got hit by a train.
Oh.
The Murray has met his end. So as we said,
all right.
Most cutscenes in this game, we'll find a way to skip them by dying or failing the job trigger. Why can I not get up here?
That's some.
And so in this case, we start the cutscene, and then we use the Berserker charge to fall off the ledge, and we line it up in such a way that we fall onto the train tracks below right when we trigger the cutscene. So as the cutscene plays, we get hit by the train.
Oh, this guard.
And we can die. Now I've got a guard's attention.
Some major defense. We have some guard interference on the field.
I didn't know that the mama bear was paying the guards now.
I think Carm is also on her way. We've got the cavalry.
Yeah, this is a mess.
Yeah, this job is it's pretty short and sweet, but once like one thing happens, it just snowballs. So we're kidnapping two bear cubs. One of them is here in this bear cave, and we're putting them into that cage on top of the hand cart. And the reason we're doing so is because bear cubs, at this age, as everybody knows, are particularly antisocial. So once we put them together, they're gonna start. Oh, the proxy! That was crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to throw the bear cub out of the cave because I saw the bear coming, but it bounced off the bear and stayed in the cave.
Yeah, we gotta hand it to Mama Bear for that one. That was some good defense on her part.
That was some good defense.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
We need to put her in the goalie. This will be a good play for us. Well, we're stealing these bear cubs to put them in the cage, and once they start fighting, as bear cubs at that age tend to do, the mama bear will come running to, break them apart, get them to stop fighting, and she'll free the hand cart for us so that we can use that to catch up to one of Jean Bisson's clockwork trains. We got another guard here. Guard interference.
Yeah, we're gonna... Nope.
Luckily, these bear cubs are kind of just indestructible. You can just toss them around. They don't really seem to care too much.
We're gonna take care of these guards.
Wow, they've got the whole Canadian army out here.
Yeah, these guys are not letting me go. Oh, you can kind of see, though, this is definitely a Sly 2 thing where things can go wrong very quickly if you attract the wrong guard's attention.
Yeah, for sure. You get one bad guard spawn and it's over. But there we go. There we go. We got them. They're fighting.
All right.
Mama Bear saving the day.
Yeah, and you can see you can throw those bears from a very far distance to get in there.
Good job, the Murray.
All right. So we're not going to load game here to switch characters because with Murray's Berserker charge, we can get back to the safe house pretty quickly, and it should also help us with this train cycle up here that it won't get in our way going up to Theft on the Rails. I've learned this from doing full game runs where I was like, I don't have Berserker charge, I'll just load game, and then the train ends up right here, and I'm like,
Cycles are definitely something to keep in mind on this episode because those trains, they'll get you. But here is the final job before the operation. We're just going to be stealing one more clockwork part, this time as Sly. And this is another pretty short and sweet job, unless, of course, just like in Bear Cub, you get caught by the wrong guard or something, it can go kind of haywire. But actually, we utilize the glitch high jump to just jump on top of the train, and we don't even have to worry about the guards most of the time.
Yeah, this job is made very easy with the glitch high jump. You can utilize those doors to just kind of get on top of the train cars. Yeah, I didn't like that, but it's okay. Oh my god.
Wow,
I got sent back far there.
I don't even know what. This is just mass murder. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
This looked like the last one for a moment. I thought we were.
I don't know where that many guards came from.
Yeah. That was pretty great.
We're good.
Yeah. And just like that, thanks to the power of glitch high jumping, something the developers definitely didn't intend. We're at the front of the train. We got another clockwork lung. The next piece is going to be the clockwork stomach. And I don't know about you, Zik, but I really appreciate the naming of the operation in this episode. Do you remember what it is?
We have Operation Choo Choo.
Operation Choo Choo. That's right.
This game has so many. We have there's Operation Thunderbeak and Operation Wet Tiger, and then we have Operation Choo Choo.
Operation Choo Choo. Yeah, it's a little silly, but I love it.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, so while we're restarting the game, Bentley's going over the plan. We know the plan. We've been here before.
This ain't my first rodeo.
This is a Murray, right?
Yeah, Murray.
Yes, I love. So we freed this hand cart, as we said, through the help of the Mama Bear, and you're about to see Murray. This dude is jacked. Like, look at this absolute unit pump this hand cart at the speed of a train.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the Murray's strength knows no limit. I think that's what he's saying right here. But
I think that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, that's kind of Murray's whole character, is that he's just a super buff guy. Whenever you play as him, he can knock out most guards in just 2 hits, whereas like Sly and especially Bentley take multiple hits. He's just a powerhouse.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Korean is very fast, but it's also a shame because I love the English dialogue in this game.
Oh man, dude, the English dialogue. If you've never played this game, please do yourself a favor and just play through it casually. I mean, just the dynamic between all the characters and the dialogue and the writing is just fantastic. Had a little bit of a camera mishap, but now we're back on track.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything.
Utilizing that glitch high jump once again to get on top of the train. But this time, hopefully there's no one around to stop us. I don't think there will be, though. I think we're good.
I think we're good. We're just home free.
Home free. Wait a minute. We've got some Air Force situation.
This is such a silly looking hovercraft. I love it. Now this is pod racing.
This is pod racing. So, do you want to say who this is, or should you focus on your mashing? I'll talk about it.
Yeah, this is Constable Neela.
Don't you mean Captain Neela?
Captain Neela. And yet, we're about to show off the power of the RC chopper and all of its shooting capabilities.
Right, so...
I'm getting myself ready.
Neela used to work with Carmelita Fox. They kind of broke up. Neela betrayed Carmelita Fox, got her disgraced from Interpol. And now Neela's trying to get the clockwork parts for herself, so she's trying to stop us. But with Zik's godlike mashing and some maneuverability past her defenses, you can kill this boss really, really fast. There are some insane mashers out there in the Sly community who just destroy this boss. I am not one of them. But as you can see, her health bar is just rapidly declining. And it's basically just...
Okay.
There you go. Just like
I'm
that.
good at mashing, but I'm bad at mashing and moving at the same time.
Me too, yeah. It's hard. But there goes Neela. Clearly she's been destroyed, and hopefully we don't have to deal with her again. I don't think that hovercraft is going to recover.
Oh, we got birds. All right.
We're just going to move along through the rest of the train and steal that clockwork stomach. Luckily that guard took some Benadryl or something, fell fast asleep. Using the glitch high jump once again to skip some platforming where you would normally climb that pole underneath the train, and we can just skip that.
Caught on those barrels.
Got some. Oh, nice glitch high
Get
jumping,
out of there.
saving the day again. It's just too powerful, you guys. Here's the stomach. But Jean Bisson is wizened up and has bolted the stomach down. We're gonna have to break the engine block to set it free. So Bentley's gonna come in with the RC chopper, drop a bomb down the chimney. We'll be good to go. We'll be out of here. No sweat.
Everything's all done.
Wait a minute. Oh, pink text on screen.
Oh, there. The pink text is back, and it's not Murray.
And it's not Murray. So we got one more RC chopper fight with Neela here. Luckily, no matter how much damage you took in the first fight, your health doesn't carry over. It always resets, so that's really nice. But she does have some extra attacks, some more firepower at her disposal. One thing she can do, unfortunately, though, is this.
That.
She'll randomly go down, and you'll be forced to drop bombs. And the reason this is bad is because you cannot mash and drop bombs really quickly like you can with the shooting the missiles. So you're pretty much at the mercy of the game there. And time.
All right.
Episode 6.
That is episode 6.
Tricked us.
I was
Good
worried
job
about
on
my
this
health there
episode.
at the end of the
Yeah, it's always
RC
scary.
chopper.
No, you did great. I think you still had a decent amount of health left. And just like that, Sly's got an upset stomach on his hands. But other than that, he feels great.
Thumbs up for the stomach.
Thumbs up.
All right. We will return to the PlayStation menu yet again. Again, if we were doing a full game run, you would also reset your game here as the exit cutscenes on each episode. You saw there whenever it had like Sly, Bentley, Murray, there was a save icon on the bottom left. Once you see that save icon, the episode's done. You can restart. You don't have to watch the ending cutscene. The game's already saved that you finished the episode. So we can restart the game, load it back in, and begin episode 7.
Yeah, and episode 6 and 7 both feature Jean Bisson. He never saw us in episode 6, really. He doesn't know who's been stealing his clockwork parts, so he's probably not too keen on whatever kind of thieves might be out there, but he doesn't know that we're still chasing them down here in the wilderness of Canada.
So here we are. We're still in Canada, and this is episode 7, beginning now.
and instantly watch a cutscene. So
And we're right into a cutscene.
classic.
Well, maybe while this cutscene is playing out, I'm curious, Zick, what does the Sly series mean to you? Like, what got you into running this game
I
specifically?
played a lot of these games as a kid. I can vividly remember, early 2000s, having a good friend of mine, we were kids, staying up all night playing these PS2 era games, and the Sly series was definitely a big part of it. I actually started one of my first speedruns I started on was Sly 1. And I've run Sly 1 for a while. And the Sly community likes to they do lots of community events, and Nave, I know Nave will tell you all about Sly Golds. I'll let him do that. But one of the things that the Sly community puts on is they do a race on New Year's Eve where the community gets together and does a race of Sly 2. And that was kind of like my motivation. I was like, I want to do that race. I want to be part of the community. And I just kind of started learning Sly 2 over the course of 2022, one episode at a time, until I built up and started running the whole game.
That's awesome.
I wanted to mention that, I've been watching Zick progress and grow in Sly 2 throughout the past year, and I'm just, I'm really, really happy to see him bringing Sly 2 to GDQ Hotfix here tonight. It's been a lot of fun, and I was super happy to have him at the New Year's Eve race. It was a great time.
So who
I wish
won
I
the
could
race?
remember. Do you?
Wow.
Yeah,
Was it
for
It's all
sure.
about having fun, I think.
No. I can't remember.
Doesn't matter who wins.
It was either. I can't remember either. Certainly wasn't.
Don't worry
me, that's
about
for sure, but it
Same.
was a lot of fun.
It was my first run ever, so by the end, it was the entire Discord call of people watching me finish the last chapter of the game.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
we
Was
have
it a
like
lot of
13 people?
runners?
yeah, it's something around there. That's actually a bit smaller than what it has been
Okay.
in the past couple of years. I think 2 years ago it was like almost 30. It was crazy.
Wow.
For
Still,
sure,
15
yeah.
is
the Sly community is
impressive.
really great. I'll take the opportunity to talk about Sly Golds, as Zick alluded to. So we have a website, slygolds.com. It's where we keep track of the best segments of each split from the runners. So if you speedrun, you know what a gold is, or some people might call it a rainbow. We have a website for tracking what the fastest segment of each split is in every Sly game, so you should definitely go check it out. And Sly Golds also hosts community events, just like the New Year's Eve race, hosted by Sly Golds. And sometimes we'll have tournaments where we'll put up prizes and all sorts of great stuff like that. So you should definitely, if you're looking for a speed game, you should definitely join the Sly community. You can play 1, 2, 3, or 4, and we'll definitely, we have lots of people who would love to help you out, get you involved.
I was going to say the
Nice.
next kind of event is the 10th anniversary race of Sly 4 in February.
Yeah, that's right. Not to make anybody feel old, but Sly 4 came out almost 10 years ago in February this year. So we host the whole month. We do what's called Tituary because it's Thieves in Time, TIT. And we have a race at the end of the month where just anyone can join. It's just like the New Year's Eve race. Anyone can be there and just run Sly 4. Just have fun, hang out with people.
Awesome. And I posted the link to the Sly Golds website in chat. So if you are interested, you can check that out.
Thank you. That's great.
So yeah, we just got done with our little picture taking mission. Almost every episode begins by taking some recon photos. And so now we're really going to get into the meat of the episode.
I was wondering what order you were going to do here, and it looks like we're going to be doing a job called laser redirection.
Yeah, we're going to do lasers first.
So this job and the next job can kind of be swapped around in order based on if you're doing full game or episode runs, or either one you're doing. They can kind of be swapped. They're kind of equal. And this one's called Laser Redirection. What we need to do is get a log chopping guidebook so that the Murray can learn how to chop logs. But unfortunately, it is frozen in an iceberg. And so, of course, the logical way to get it out is to use this industrial laser to melt that iceberg and retrieve the book. And only the book. Nothing else will be in the iceberg.
To learn the ancient secret techniques of log chopping.
Yeah, because it's, clearly a very complicated task, swinging an axe at a log.
So do you want to talk about what I just did right there?
Yeah, so Zik just skipped this entire little interior section. He used a trick called table clipping, where he swings his cane and then enters the crawl space at the same time. And that sort of makes the game freak out a little bit. He gets stuck underneath the crawl space, and then he uses his paraglider and jumping at the same time to then escape and break through the wall, the little gate that's cutting him off, so that he can access the switch on the other side and redirect that laser. The reason it's called table clipping is because the first instance of that trick in which we use it is in episode 1, where we do it on a little table, but it can realistically be done in any sort of crawl space, anytime that Sly can crawl into something, and we'll actually see it again in the next job, and I'll talk about it more then too, because it's really interesting in that one. But for now, we're chasing around this confounded laser all over Canada.
Oh, that little jump off that icicle there always scares me.
It looks scary, but it's also really satisfying,
Yeah.
I really liked this job casually as a kid, especially that interior part that Zik skipped. That has some really cool platforming. It's actually really sad that we skip it.
Yeah, we skip all of it.
But if you want to see more of it, please play this game. It's so good. I think if you get it on PSN, like $10. So feel free. But
yeah, it's definitely worth it.
For sure. Right now, we're just using these crystals to, again, redirect that laser so that we can get the log chopping guide. We've only got 1 or 2 more spots. This is a really cool job with a lot of really fun, optimal, intense movement from point to point. It really highlights a lot of the optimizations that people have put a lot of work into this game. So it's really cool to see, like on slygoals.com, some of the best segments that there are.
Let's see if I can do this.
We got a hula jump here. Oh, that was pretty close.
It was close.
Hula jumps they're present in like every Sly game, and they are very precise jumps that can be really tricky and difficult, but save a little bit of time. But here is that iceberg with the log chopping guide, and there's something else in the ice. Oh no.
We set this creature free. He's free to live his own life. And I think he just fell in a river and died.
Oh no. Yeah, so not sure if you could hear it, but basically that woolly mammoth runs off into the distance, and then you hear a giant splashing sound as he falls into icy waters yet again and becomes frozen yet again. How sad. And
so we're gonna move on here to bear cave bugging.
Yeah.
And this is a really, really kind of silly trick to it here in the bear cave. Do you want to kind of talk about what we're gonna do with these bears?
Yeah, so you'll notice here he's crawling, right? And as I was just talking about, whenever we have a crawl space, we can do what's called a table clip. So normally in this job, you're supposed to go around and pickpocket radio transmitters out of these bears' mouths as they sleep. Whenever their mouth opens like that, because they're yawning, because they're just so tired and so cute. You can pickpocket the radio transmitter to steal that for our purposes. But if you table clip the crawl space, the game sort of freaks out. It thinks you left the cave, but you're still here. So normally, if you touch the bear, if you wake them up, if you step on this crackling ice, it'll insta-fail the job. But instead, you can just kind of smack them in the face and steal the radio transmitter immediately.
Give them a little smack.
Really silly.
We're gonna give these bears a little smack.
Again, this is all thanks to the table clip. And the reason that we smack them is just so that we don't have to wait on them to yawn We can move a little bit more freely about the cavern and not necessarily worry about the ice. It's really funny.
So because you can't get fail the mission here by hitting the bears or getting caught, by utilizing this little trick, you could essentially kill all the bears in the cave if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you smack them enough times, they will die. But now we have those radio transmitters, and do you remember what we're using them for?
We're eavesdropping, aren't we?
That's right. We're setting up a radio transmission array of some sort so that we can listen into Jean Bisson's conversations. It's a pretty common type of job in this game where we will set up some sort of bug in the evil person's office so that we can listen in and hear more about their evil plans so that we can stop them. And in this case, we just had to steal radio transmitters out of bears' mouths because who put them there? I don't know. I would hate to be the guy
I have no
who had
idea.
that job.
Oh, I'm glad I made that little glitch high jump paraglide boost. That's a tough jump.
For sure, yeah. Glitch high jumping is just too powerful, though. It's just too good.
Yeah, and what I kind of mentioned there is a little piece of movement tech also we didn't really talk about much, which is paraglide boosting.
Yeah, so just like with square boosting or bomb boosting, it is yet again pressing X and another button on the same frame. And in this case, it's the paraglide button, which is R1. And whenever you do that, you'll open up your paraglider and use it as normal, but you'll also gain a little bit of height right at the start of using that paraglider, which can be helpful to cross wider gaps or anything like that. And there we go, job complete.
That was smooth. Sometimes climbing that the Jean Bisson hut there can be very finicky and difficult.
It can be, but you actually did. That was a good job.
Yeah, it was pretty
went
good.
Pretty smoothly, no guard interference really. So, but now this job, oh boy,
This job. RC Combat Club. You want to talk about something that does not feel good to control? This little RC car.
Yeah, man. So there are some RNG elements in this game in different jobs, and this certainly has some pretty hefty RNG in it. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be infiltrating this RC club that Jean Bisson's guards like to do when they're off duty, so that we can try to gain information where the Northern Lights battery is. And we'll talk more about what the heck that battery is later. What the heck am I talking about? We'll learn more about it at some point. Right now, we need to gain some information on it. Murray can't join the club without being a moose. So
Not a
what is
moose.
Sly about to do, Zick?
So we're gonna steal a moose head.
That's right.
All right.
And Murray's about to become the most magnificent moose you've ever seen.
Perfect.
Don't ask why these guys just keep an empty, hollowed out head of one of their friends around. It's a little strange, but it's coming in handy.
I mean, these guys are gonna suspect nothing right here. This is the best moose I've ever seen.
All I see is moose-to-moose communication at the moment.
Mouth not moving. Looks good to me.
The moose. So we're joining
All
the
right.
RC club here, and boy oh boy. So what Zick is going to try to do is he's going to collect these little tokens that randomly spawn in this little arena and try to destroy the other tank before his own gets destroyed. There are some strats you can do here. If the other tank actually is close enough when it shoots you and also hits itself, it'll actually do more damage to itself than you can do to it. So that's why Zick gets really close. It can be kind of risky, obviously, because your health goes down too. But it is the fast optimal strat, and that was pretty good, actually.
That was pretty good, yeah. And one thing to note there is, from what I've learned, is that if you die at the same time that they die, you're fine. It'll check the enemy's death trigger before yours. So just kind of run your car into their car and hope that they take themselves out.
That is good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, Ostrava told me that one day. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. The more you know.
Because I had a run where I was like, I think I'm dead. And he was like, no. The enemy's death flag gets checked first. I was like, oh, okay.
Sick. So that was the first Murray job, but we've got another one coming up, back-to-back Murray jobs, the Moose. This next one is called Old Grizzleface.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about him?
We kind of saw him at the beginning. We took a picture of a bear at the beginning. That's not just any bear. That's Old Grizzleface.
He's a favorite.
We're gonna use our new bear friend to take care of some things around the land here. Old Grizzleface likes fish.
Yeah. So, Old Grizzleface, he's called old for a reason. Basically, all of his senses are dead except for his sense of smell. So, he loves fish, just like Zix said. And so, these oil mains, we need to destroy them, but we're not powerful enough. But Old Grizzleface, I mean, can you really stop the power of a bear? I don't think so. So, we're going to lure him to destroy those oil mains with fish. And how do you like to fish, Zick? What's your preferred method?
I really like it when the fish just fall out of the sky.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, I think. I usually set up a buddy like Bentley near the river to just drop bombs in the lake, and then the fish just fall at my feet. That's
this is the way to do
it. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. This is
just how me and Pa went fishing back in the day.
Just like me and Pa, that's right. So we're gonna use these fish that Bentley is airmailing to us with his bombs, throw them at the oil mains. That'll cause Old Grizzleface to destroy them for us. If we throw a fish at a guard, it'll cause Old Grizzleface to kill the guard, etc. He's just gonna follow the scent. That's all he's worried about. Sometimes the guards get in the way just like that.
Yeah, and I need to keep the camera pointed like this for a bit because there's a guard that normally stands in front of this oil vein, but because of little camera manipulations, the game tries to only spawn guards within your view of camera. So if the fish is over there. Yeah, we'll just let that die. So by turning the camera in that funky way, it won't spawn guards, where I'm walking right now. And that's guard manipulation using the camera. So it won't ever spawn that guard in front of that oil vein if we just never point the camera at it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you've ever watched somebody speedrun this game and you're wondering why they're always looking backwards, that's why. We're trying to get guards out of our way.
Yeah, you play so much of this game looking the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's really funny actually, but it's also super important because, especially in a job like Follow Dimitri in episode 1, oh man.
It's definitely a skill that takes getting used to in Slide 2 is just knowing the maps so you can essentially play blind. In some cases, you're just running towards the camera and you just gotta know where you're going.
Yeah.
So I have this fish, but I'm not going to throw it just yet. Now we can throw it. Now that I saw that thing in the corner tick to 3 out of 4. We don't want Old Grizzleface to get confused.
Right. He's just an old Grizzleface. He doesn't know any better,
One thing at a time.
Yeah. He's like me. He's just got a one-track mind,
One brain cell.
I relate to Old Grizzleface.
One brain cell only for food.
Yeah. But Grizzleface destroyed the oil mains. We can just wait right here next to the safe house for the job to end. So we can select our next character, Sly, or our next job, Lighthouse Break-In, which is something I thought it was kind of cool casually. But man, is it frustrating in the speedrun.
Yeah. But you know what? The movement up the ice, the lighthouse, so satisfying.
Yeah, the speed tech of climbing the ice is actually better than casual, that's for sure. That's actually something we sort of skipped in the very first job of this episode. Bentley modified Sly's cane so that it can break apart into 2 little ice hooks that he can use to climb solid ice walls, which is really convenient in a place like the wilderness of Canada where it's really cold and there's a lot of ice.
So normally casual, you would just hook onto the ice and climb. But what we can actually do is just rapidly press X and circle to latch onto the ice and unlatch onto the ice and jump, giving us this kind of movement.
Way faster. Also allows you
allowing
to
us to
skip
fly
some of
up
the
here.
platforming. Oh, wow. That was great.
Nice.
Rip that poor guard.
I know, that poor guy. He was just coming to work today, just trying to do his job.
He thought he got the dream posting up on the lighthouse where it's just beautiful scenery. Nope. So now we're making our way down the lighthouse after we just climbed it because there is a chair blocking the door. We got high-tech security so that our buddies can't get inside. Zik broke it, and now our friends are here to help us out.
So now that we're at the bottom of the lighthouse, what's the natural thing we're gonna do now? We're going back up.
We're going back up. Classic. Up, down, up, down. They should really put an elevator in this place.
So this going back up though gonna be a little more complicated.
Yeah, we got some.
Now we have to watch out for these.
RNG with this electric zapping. I don't know what this is, man. This is some kind of battery charger or something.
Yeah.
And what we're doing here is we're basically trying to shut down this battery so that Jean Bisson can't use it. Here we go.
Perfect.
And luckily, our next job is right here on top of the lighthouse, so we don't even have to go anywhere.
Yeah, and something that's really nice, we've done it a few times, you might not have noticed, but like you have to touch these job triggers to start the missions, but like your cane can also touch the job trigger. So for here, for example, oh, I missed it. The job trigger's on the top of the lighthouse, but I can just swing the cane through the roof and it'll hit the job trigger.
That's actually so clutch.
Oh, it's more clutch in ways that you don't even realize. So doing it from underneath like this puts us in a unique game state. You're supposed to be on top of the lighthouse, and if you reduce your altitude, if you go down even a little bit and go touch the ground, you'll actually fail this job. But because we're underneath, you would actually be able to just run around on the ground if you wanted to, which some runners do for a trick called water wheel proxy that we're not going to be doing. Because
I've seen it. I have no idea how to do it.
It's extremely crazy. It's basically you get stuck next to the water wheel and it just launches you into the sky. It's crazy, but it's also precise and difficult. But now that those oil mains that old Grizzleface destroyed for us, they're causing some updrafts that we can use to our advantage.
This can't be good for the environment.
No, definitely. We are destroying this place. But we're using this to gain a lot of height so that we can fly out to that island that you saw in that cutscene. What is out there, Zik? Why are we going there?
We're getting an egg.
Getting an egg. That's it. That's all you need to know.
We don't have beans here today, but we have eggs.
Yeah, Bentley is hungry and he would like some fried eggs, please.
But yeah, if we're not doing the crazy proxy that Nave talked about, Thermal Ride is a very chill mission. It's kind of the calm before the storm. We get to just kind of relax, see the scenery, paraglide around.
The Aurora Borealis. It's beautiful. But no, we are actually flying out here to get the egg, as Zik said, for the operation that we'll be doing in just like another job or two. It's getting so close.
Yeah, we got these birds though. They're trying to protect their egg.
Yeah, the Canadian eagles. They don't like you stealing their children. Understandable.
So instead of kind of zigzagging between them, you can kind of we have enough height that you can just drop the paraglider for a second and re-get it to just fly under each of the birds and keep moving forward.
A little faster.
So we got our egg, so we're going to take it back to the safe house. It's going to come in very handy later in our operation.
I'm excited to see what we're going to do with that egg. Pretty cool. You think you guys will like it too, but while we're carrying the egg, we are in a very precarious state. If you take any damage, you'll insta-fail. Zik is a master at dodging the guards though, so we're fine.
That guy had no idea I was there.
Now we're about to do what Zik was alluding to earlier with some boat hacking.
We do have the boat hack. So yeah, if you've never played Sly 2 before, but you've played a little game you might have heard of called Nier Automata, the hacking is like a 1-for-1 from this game.
It's kind of funny you talk about that because I've never played Nier, so I would have no idea, but I'm really curious now to see what that looks like in
It literally is like 1-for-1 from this game.
Really? That's funny.
It's really funny. People always like, they come in to watch Sly 2, like, this looks like Nier.
Nier's just a Sly 2 ripoff, let's be real.
Yeah. I've only ever played like the first ending of Nier, and then I was like, oh, that was neat. And then people are like, there's like a ton of endings, right? I was like, oh no, I thought that was it.
I've never played it, but I would like to one day. But for today, it's Sly 2 episode 7, and we're flying through the sky. So, like we kind of mentioned earlier, in episode runs, you can have additional gadgets, one of them being that hover pack, which means that we can just skip using Murray to toss us over to the boat, and it's a little bit faster for each time we need to cross the water over to the boat. And it's also just a really handy gadget anyways. But here
we do have a little... yeah, we have a little hack skip here.
Yeah, so instead of shooting down this entire firewall, you can kind of manipulate it a little bit.
Oh, like, I got these guys following me.
Oh, there we go. That was pretty close. Those mine.
Yeah, I had those dudes started to gang up on me. It was hard to maneuver.
Yeah. But as you saw there, Zik didn't actually destroy the entire firewall. He just sort of manipulated it a bit and then snuck past it, which saves a lot of time from shooting those little red dots, which takes forever, which is unfortunate as to why you can't do that in the next hacks. The firewall's too strong. Jean-Bisson got some security upgrades. But luckily there's only 2 more boats anyway, so it's not really that bad.
So again, you're supposed to use Murray to get tossed to these boats, but Adrenaline Boost gives us so much speed that we can just get up on this house and just boost over to the next boat without waiting for him.
Yeah, that's the easiest one. Literally, like if you have Adrenaline Bursts, anyone can do that. It's pretty cool.
Yep. You just go to the house, push the button.
Yeah.
I'm sad I killed this guy.
So a pretty obscure mechanic of hacking in Nier Automata, Sly 2, is you actually want to shoot your enemies or the firewalls from a great distance. That'll actually cause you to do more damage to whatever you're hitting, as compared to if you were just like point blank right in front of it. That's actually something that changed in Sly 3. In Sly 3, it doesn't matter how far you are, but in Sly 2, it's more optimal to be far away.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's not something you really would think about.
No, not at all. Like,
is that even something they mention? I don't think so.
No, it's not. Like, I don't know. I'm sure somebody probably found out through like hacking the game and reading game files or something, but
yeah,
it's really not anything you would know at all unless you were in the speedrunning community and somebody told you. So if you remember our woolly mammoth friend from earlier, poor guy, there he is. He tried so hard and he got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
It didn't matter. But yet again, poor Murray, he really had a big role in this mission, and we ignored him every single step of the way.
He's been running around, chasing you down. He's been trying so hard to be helpful, and you just completely ignore him, Zik. That's so
He just
rude.
gets there every time. He's like, oh, man.
Oh, man. So rude. But this is it. This is the last and final hack, and we didn't even mention it, but we've also been shooting tow hooks onto this giant silo. What the heck has that been about? Well, that silo is actually a battery, and that battery is meant to be used in the final episode 8 arpeggio giant blimp. That was a poor way of wording it, but Arpeggio's the final villain of the game who's flying around in a giant blimp, and he wants that battery to help power the blimp. So we're draining the battery of its power just so that he won't be able to use it, and we're grounding it with these hooks to drain all the power out. I don't know how we're grounding it since we're in boats, but just...
I'm not sure how this works, but you know what? Bentley's smart.
Yeah, he's probably an engineer or something. Let's just trust him.
So you may be like, hey, this is the last mission. We're like done, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We have a long operation coming up now.
Yeah, the longest split in the game, the longest operation, I think in Korean, I want to say it's about 11 or 12 minutes. And it also features the longest cutscene in the whole game. Not in the whole series.
That hook was too low.
Close. Yeah, I'm surprised you made that. That was pretty good though. But it is a really fun operation nonetheless. Everybody really enjoys this.
We get the jam. This is a jam coming up.
We were talking about the music for it a bit earlier, and you'll know it when you hear it. You'll know what we were talking about. Get whatever dance emotes you have ready.
So basically, we're challenging Jean Bisson to the Canada Games for the Clockwork Talons, and the sportsman-like people that we are, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat every step of the way. And so our first method of cheating will be utilizing the egg to mess up Jean Bisson in his log chopping, and I'm gonna be trying my best to do a little skip called egg skip. And do you want to kind of talk about? I'm gonna set it up here. What egg skip is all about?
Yeah. Do you want to focus on it and then I'll talk about it, or?
Yeah. I mean, you can start talking while I'm doing it here.
During this cutscene, Zick threw a trigger bomb, one of his many gadgets that Bentley has available, and we're going to be using that to take some damage and get into a very unique game state so that we can skip a whole section where we have to very, very slowly walk around with the egg in our hand, avoid some eagles, do some platforming on icebergs, all of this crazy stuff just to get behind Jean Bisson, plant the egg on him so that the eagle attacks him and messes him up. All this crazy stuff, but we're just going to skip all that, hopefully. But first, it's Murray's turn on the log chopping section. Good thing he studied up that book that we got out of the iceberg. That was fantastic. 10
out of 10.
And, oh yeah, another 10. That's what I thought.
The judges give it a perfect 10.
Perfect 10. Now it's Jean Bisson's turn. So I'm going to let Zick focus here for a little bit. Kind of a precise skip here.
All right, let's...
독수리 알을 바이슬의 주머니에 넣어서 독수리 어미들로 하여금 도끼질 타이밍을 방해하도록 만들어.
1, 2, swing. Too early? Yeah. Swing. There we go.
Oh, nice. That was really good. So you notice after the first little failure there, you can try again instantly, which is really convenient. But what he did was he hit the bomb on just about the same time that the job fail screen came up. And that put him in a unique game state where he doesn't have the egg in his hand anymore, so that he can just adrenaline burst, fly around, move all over the map, do whatever he wants to, just to get to Jean Bisson, and then, I guess, still plant the egg somehow.
Textbook egg skip.
Very cool skip. Kind of difficult, to be honest.
Yeah, I almost dunked myself in the water there.
Yeah. Worked out. Luckily, we had the hover pack. And while I was talking, the next competition came up, which is the wall climbing section, which is, of course, Sly's specialty. We can kind of just spam our way up here to the top and be careful of these electric traps.
Whoops.
They can be really finicky, though. Not even a problem.
Still, I think we still got a perfect 10. Perfect 10 from the judges.
Nice. Good job, good job.
So I don't think the judges are going to suspect a thing if we just shoot at Jean Bisson while he's trying to do his wall climbing, right?
Yeah, so luckily we learned how to use these tow hooks in the last job. He's not going to feel them digging into his skin. And you would be surprised at how hard it is to aim these things. It's so
it's awful.
It's so weird, but that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Yanked him off the wall. Nobody suspects a thing. Jean Bisson sucks. He got all zeros.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that. Man.
He seems kind of mad, though. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He's not happy at all, but they can't change their score. You know, a score is a score. And, oh, wait a minute. Hang on. What?
Ooh.
Okay, they changed their mind.
I think they're a little afraid of Jean Bisson.
Yeah, they might be intimidated, but that's okay. We've got one more shot here at the log rolling competition. This one is Bentley's game. Basically, you just got to stay above the water as the logs dip in and out of the water. It's really not hard, but because it's so chill, you can easily lose your focus. And if you lose focus, you'll fall without noticing. It's just one of those things where you have to pay attention even if you don't want to. There are backup strats that we can rely on if we do fall. But I think Zik's doing a great job so far. And hopefully, I think the judges will also think we're doing a great job and give us perfect 10s yet again. This
looks like a perfect 10 to me.
It's so far so good. Fun fact, in the original version of the game, the plan was to grease Jean Bisson's log so that he would slip and fall, but that plan got scrapped from the final version of the game. So we're going to be doing some different shenanigans. You'll see, it's kind of wild.
So we're realizing that even though we're cheating, it's not fair that he's cheating.
Yeah, that's not fair, dude. Come on.
That's not fair at all.
Very balanced.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and double cheat.
We're gonna double cheat. Sly's coming up with a plan. What if we lure the guards into this conveniently placed and very dark cave so that we beat them up and steal their costumes and give Jean Bisson terrible scores so that we win?
Look at me. I am the judge now.
I don't know about you, Zik, but I see no flaws with this plan.
Murray looks like he could be a perfect duck judge.
Yeah, I mean, he was a
I wouldn't
moose.
suspect a thing.
Surely
he was a
could be
moose. He's got experience.
Fun fact also, there are only 2 required gadgets in the entirety of this game that you have to buy. One of them is paraglider. The other one is alarm clock for this
alarm
job.
Clock.
Right here. You're forced to buy it. You cannot even start this job without having alarm clock.
So, in a very weird turn of events here, we take their vest and their beaks?
Yeah, I don't
know about this one.
I don't want to know what's happening in the pitch black darkness beyond. Some gruesome stuff, tell you what.
Throw another alarm clock. Yep. Throw another one in the cave. And now it's Sly's turn to become a duck. And so we aren't intimidated by Jean Bisson. So I think this is game. End of the run. He's getting a 0. We're getting our talents.
GG easy.
Easy. We win.
Yeah. We're going home. Winners. Cheaters, but winners.
Cheaters, but winners. I think he's onto us.
Oh, wait a second. He looks kind of upset.
I think he's onto us. Oh, no.
I don't read Korean, but that looks pretty bad. Oh.
And that looks painful.
Okay, so yeah, he saw through the disguise. He knocked us out and has imprisoned us here within one of his sawmills. That's oof. It's pretty rough. This is also what I was mentioning earlier, the longest cutscene in the game.
This is peak break time when you're doing a full game run.
For sure. Grab your snacks, take a quick bathroom break before the final episode to, release the nerves and everything.
I guess since we are approaching the end of the run, are there any shout outs or comments that you'd like to make before we do get there?
I mean, we kind of talked about it before, but if you're ever interested in learning the Sly games, there's extremely helpful community out there. There's so many resources on all the games. It's kind of impressive how many guides and resources there are for all the different Sly games out there. As someone who's been going through the process of learning all the different ones, it's never been a problem to find help or find a guide for one. So if you've ever been interested in it, it's a really cool place to be. And shout outs to Nave for helping with commentary tonight. Make sure you go follow Nave.
No, man, shout outs to you for inviting me. Go follow Zik3. Way cooler than me, but no, really, thanks for having me on, Zik and Tippy. I really appreciate it a lot. And
yeah, for sure.
like he was saying, great community. Sly 2 is a very long speed run. You might not be used to that, but it's mine and many other people's favorites for a reason. It's so good, so I would highly suggest it. And as we're approaching the end of this cutscene here, just mentioning one more time, slygolds.com. Check it out.
So we have a boss fight now where Bentley is going to take on Jean Bisson.
Yeah, tiny
I love this little line of
man.
dialogue where Jean's like, I'm not stupid like you.
Yeah, Bisson is, he kind of hates turtles for some reason. I don't know what his deal is, but he's got something against Bentley. Tiny little turtle man versus giant bison guy. Clearly, you know, obviously there's no way Bentley could win in a straight up battle. So he's gonna outwit Bisson. He's gonna use these traps in the sawmill. And if Zik is able to, we'll be able to actually use them in certain cycles to sort of loop Bisson, using the saw blades, the flames, and dropping the logs on his head. But as each
Yes, we're gonna get him in a little stun lock here.
Yeah, you kind of just lock him into this loop. He doesn't know what to do. All he knows is trying to chase you down like this. He doesn't even think about all these traps. But as the fight progresses, the phases go on. You'll see, you know, guards are appearing. Jean Bisson's going to start throwing dynamite at us. It gets a little hazardous. You do have to be careful. But with some practice, the fight's actually not too bad at all, really.
Yeah, you just got to watch out for these guards. They'll get you.
Yeah.
I've also ruined a run to hitting myself with a saw blade. Don't do that.
Don't run into your own traps. And your health does carry over from the egg skip section, so if you fall in the water a lot during that, it's kind of scary, but not even a problem.
Not at all.
Times have
We're not
changed.
done quite yet.
Not yet.
Arpeggio's on his way to pick up the Northern Lights battery, and as Jean Bisson told us, he just sold all of our clockwork parts to Arpeggio.
Clockwork parts?
All the work we've done up to this point has now been sold to Arpeggio.
He's gonna rebuild clockwork if we don't stop him, which is really scary. We would love to show you how that plays out, but unfortunately, I think this will be, you know, coming towards the end of our time here.
This is, but we have to chase down and get to the Northern Lights battery before Arpeggio comes to pick it up.
We're gonna stow away inside since we drained all the energy out. Time will be coming on the cutscene transition.
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
This is a massive episode PV for me. Holy crap.
Let's go.
It's a 42-24 episode.
Oh,
7.
were you timing yourself?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was.
nice.
That was a PV for me.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
PB, let's go.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Imagine submitting a GDQ VOD as a PB. That's an Omega Chad move right there.
Yeah, that was a really nice episode 7.
Nice. Well,
And there it is.
yeah, I appreciate you both being here. And Zik, thanks so much for running the game and showing it off. I had a question though. For a long run, like Slide 2 being, you know, around 5 hours, for many that, you know, might seem unapproachable, are there sections that runners can take like breaks in between? Are there many sections like that?
So like I said, like, so I'll kind of answer that in 2 ways.
Sure, yeah.
Number one, the individual episodes for this game are actually like, they're arguably more run than the full game itself.
Right.
So like, it's the way I learned the full game was literally I just started and learned episode 1. And I just ran episode 1. It's like 30 minutes. And I learned that until I was really good at it. And then I moved episode to episode. And like getting into a long game like Slide 2, it can be really nice to just learn those short episodes to kind of get your feet wet, kind of get used to the things and get good at stuff. And they're much shorter, more manageable runs. When you get up to a full game run, like I said, we kind of talked about it there with the Jean Bisson, but there are a lot of like cutscene parts in this run. There are, at the start of a lot of the episodes, there are like animated cutscenes you can't skip, and there are lots of spaces where you can kind of have time to get up, go get some water, go to the bathroom, take a quick break in between the episodes.
Nice.
So it's a very fun run to get into, and yeah, while it's very long, there are nice little, because of the episode structure, there's nice times for breaks between each episode.
Definitely.
So then what are your plans now that you've finished this run? You've gotten a PB here in episode 7. What's the speedrun plans for you, Zik?
Yeah, like I was planning on running some episode 7 to get a PB, but
There you go.
we got it. So as I've been doing full game runs, I've learned that, I learned the earlier episodes, like at the beginning of 2022. I'm not as good at those anymore. So I need to go back and start practicing some of those again. But first, I'm learning Sly 4 for our tituary race in February.
Oh, let's go.
So working on that.
Awesome.
Excited for that.
Well, thank you again so much for being here. I'm going to post both Zix and Knave's Twitch in the chat. So if you enjoyed the run, make sure you follow both of them right here. But that is going to be the wrap for Time Capsule tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube from the future and you enjoyed our show, be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in watching our shows live, you can always check us out at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. I have been your host, Smooth Operative. You can always find me, twitch.tv/smoothoperative. If you have any questions about Time Capsule or you want to talk about the show, we'll be happy to do that with you. Tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for more hotfix with no category left behind, followed by speedruns from the crypt. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day or night, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.